All right.
All right.
Okay, we are doing Oh my god, what is the title of this? Hunter x Hunter Dick Riding Association? What the fuck?
No, this is the PowerPoint is Nen types by the Hunter x Hunter Dick Writing Associated.
Okay, bro.
Yes. All right. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. Everybody sit down. Obsessive Nen fan here. We've mapped out um
Well,
Nen
you need
to
to explain
tie.
what Nen is altogether and what Hunter x Hunter
Yes, yes,
is.
yes. Right, right, yes. The
Okay.
Nen is is my favorite power system from all of fiction, and it is like an aura-based system from Hunter x Hunter, which allows people to control the energy emanating from their body to have several different effects, like creating a blast or enhancing their strength, for example. There are six categories of Nen, and any individual is born within a certain category as their primary ones. You can tap into any other category to create different abilities, but none will be as effective as your primary Nen type. So if you are an enhancer, that means you are 100% aptitude for enhancement techniques. And if you follow the category chart, then your secondary levels would be your adjacent categories tied to your primary one. And then your
Jesus.
tertiary one would be the next to one. And then your opposite one would be the last one facing the line parallel to it.
Okay.
Okay. So, in the show, Hunter x Hunter, the character Hisoka claims that there's personality traits that can be attributed to different categories, but he retcons himself and says it's probably more symptomatic than generally a personality because you are born within a particular category, which means you have an aptitude for it.
Hmm.
So in Nen training, for example, you can learn that Nen is a conscious skill and it requires brain exercises, for examples, to develop. Like our character here, Kurapika, he learned the ability to conjure chains. And to be able to do that, he had to go through months and months of looking at chains, licking them, smelling them, and listening to them so that he could,
But why did he
um,
want to learn how to make chains? Where did that come about?
okay, so he learned that he was a conjurer, which then allows him to manifest certain ability,
Oh, okay, okay. He learned that he was a
right?
conjurer and
So,
he wanted to be like, and then he was like, okay, I want to make chains. I want to conjure chains.
yes,
Okay.
exactly. And it was chains that he wanted to conjure, so he went about doing that. So, learning that it is a conscious skill and it requires brain exercises, we then follow up with it is a cognitive ability. And within cognitive abilities, we people have different cognitive aptitudes for cognitive paths that make us, just from when we are born, that allow us to be better at certain things over particular other things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, which then brings us to the real life system of perception that we have perception, cognition, action, and interaction with the real world that we have here. So perception could just be your processing of external stimuli, like a sound or noise, seeing an
Mm-hmm.
animal,
Mm-hmm.
and then it then goes to the steps of cognition. But we notice multiple things. We process multiple different things at a time. So there has to be something that allows us to focus on a particular stimuli that we got from our perception. And so at the cognitive state, there are two concepts. Oh, sorry, spoilers, wrong buttons. There are two concepts that direct your processing, and those are your emotions and your interests.
Okay.
So, depending on what type of person you are more likely to pay attention to something that brings you, that arises this a certain emotion out of you, or if it piques your interest, right? So that is the first way to determine what your cognitive reflex reaction thing is. And then we go to the final step of it. Once you've figured out if it's emotion interest, it's action. Um,
Can
So
you
when
give me
you're
an
prompted to
example?
process some, okay,
Like,
one second.
give me an example
When
of perception.
okay,
Like, I'm walking in a
I
park and then I see,
see
no,
a
I see a crow attack no, I see a squirrel attack a bird's nest and take an egg.
okay, so I'll give you three things in the park. I go into the park, there's a squirrel attacking a bird's nest.
Mm-hmm.
There's children running and having fun and laughing,
Okay.
and there's a and then there's just a river or whatever circulating, the sound of the river going down, and it's all clear and everything.
Okay.
If you are more emotion based, you might pay more attention to the child and everything because they're cute and they're giving you this feeling of like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Or if you're interest based, you see, oh my God, look at that fucking squirrel attacking that bird's nest. Fucking animals are cool as shit.
Uh-huh.
And now you're watching that over the other one.
Oh, okay. And
Right.
so that is the cognition part?
That is, yes, the cognition part.
Okay.
That
So
that focuses your attention towards of what you're perceiving within through your senses.
so what does
Okay.
the action part look like then in the example?
So then the action part could be uh, when you process something, finally, your reflex is then to either act or to think about it,
Oh, okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're acting, I guess you're moving closer towards the towards the scroll, or you pull out your camera and you film it
Mm-hmm.
and you get it from different angles, or if you're thinking, you're just thinking about it. It's like, oh my God, you're mapping out, truly understanding while witnessing
Wow,
what the
natural
scroll
selection
is
is
doing.
crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yes. So through this system, we can then determine that there are people who are more action driven versus more thinking driven.
Mm.
And the thing that prompts their thinking and action is emotions and or interest.
Okay.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So, which then brings us to the first cycle of Nen, which is the category of emission. These are people who are more action driven, but their action is driven by the emotion. They act because of feelings. So this could be people who have very short tempers and let themselves lose control or rush through things, or people who lean into some kind of like elitism based on like a personal feeling of satisfaction.
Wait. So this person is at the park looking at the children
Yeah.
and then going to go play with the children.
It could be that they go, yeah, they go like, oh my God, children are fun, so they go play and shit with them.
Okay.
Yeah, and shit. Yeah,
Or timers. Okay.
yeah. So the personality symptoms could be some people who could develop in these
Well,
personalities
just real quick,
because
do you have
yes.
an? Can you go change your? Can you go change your carbon monoxide fucking detectors, please?
Can I go change my what?
The carbon monoxide detecting, bro. That thing is like the triple, like beep beep beep. It's like psychic damage every
Oh,
time.
oh my God, 1 second.
Ding ding ding. Jeez. Stop. Somebody pull up on me and ask me unprompted if I want to go somewhere, I might just get in the car, kerosene and all that. You know, they fell at the bus stop. A fellow pulls over on somewhere go heading. I say the valley. Okay, get in. Okay, don't steal me. Thank you. Talks about the roads a lot. Asks me about Juno. I ask his name, then drop him. That's very nice. I watched the show. I watched Hunter x Hunter, but I was not listening to the detail of the Nen stuff. I was mainly just gouging my eyes out during the fucking Prince Bug whatever arc where they just fucking didn't fight for a bajillion episodes. I was gonna homeless. We're talking about a park because I need to see this within a run. Like I need a running example to make me understand. That helps me. I go to sleep and think about work. Hmm.
Okay, we're back. I think
Mm.
it's fixed, hopefully.
Wait, did you actually change the batteries?
No, I pressed the button.
Oh. Okay.
Oh shit, no batteries. What do I look
What the hell? Don't you need to replace them? Don't you?
like, baby?
Okay. Anyways. Oh my
Okay.
fucking god! It's still fucking there.
One second.
You had batteries that you replaced. True. You're right. Oh. Think about question and real. I think real, fake. Hmm. Everybody else is fake. I'm real. This presentation is not cooked. What the hell?
I unplugged it. If I die, I die. All
What
right,
the
we're good.
hell? Bro, go on some batteries after this. Or tomorrow.
Um, maybe. All right. So, so back to a mission, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these are people whose actions are driven by their feelings. They feel something really strongly, and it prompts them to act. They don't even
They're like,
necessarily think.
okay, they're rash.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So they could be very short-tempered, not detail-oriented type people, a little impatient, and also like quick to react in a volatile manner. So their ability is to launch, project, and displace their nen or objects in the environment, just like the inner emotions that they let out into the world.
So they're kind of like burst damage.
Um, they're they know how to make beams and project it like you see this. He takes his aura and makes it into a ball, and then he can like fire it at a distance. They're
Mm.
really good at detaching the aura from their body.
Okay.
Yeah. So perfect example from this, because I was told, is Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho. So we're moving on from like I could have used examples from Hunter x Hunter, but this makes it more difficult.
Mm.
So um at the beginning of the series, he got an ability called the Spirit Gun, which allows him to shoot a fucking blast of energy from his fingertip,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he had restrictions because he couldn't control it that well. He could only use like one within 24 hours. So at some point, one of the teachers in his school pissed him off. So he wanted to attack him without the teacher knowing. So he just fired his fucking one a day spirit gun at him in a rash decision manner,
Mm.
which ended up biting him in the ass later as he had to fight somebody and his attack couldn't do damage.
Mm.
Um, he tried to attack his teacher Genkai because he was frustrated during training because the training was so hard.
Uh.
uh, his full power is locked by his emotions. So if he's not fully feeling them and everything, he can't
So if
properly.
he's like not worked up, then he's kind of weak.
Exactly. He's way weaker if he's not worked up
That
like
kind of
that.
sucks. You gotta stress yourself out to
Um,
have power.
not necessarily stressed out, but you gotta.
You gotta hype
It's
yourself
hard
up.
for him. Exactly. Um, He got captured later on in the series by people way weaker than him because he was cocky after beating like the strongest dude in the human realm.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was like, "Oh, these guys can't defeat me," and outsmarted him and shit and trapped him.
Mm.
Okay, so then we have an enhancer. An enhancer would be somebody who is purely driven by action. They don't think much. Their core is to act out in general. Their action is not driven by interest and it's not driven by emotion.
Okay, so go back to the park example and tell me what that means.
Um, they might have gone and jumped and swam in the river.
But they didn't see, like, they were just like, oh, river, and they just jumped in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that
Okay.
river is real cool, and then just jumping in it.
Okay.
Um, so if your core is to act in general, you would tend to be a very straightforward and a person that can commit to an intense level to something. Um, you be pretty simple, determined, and focused on your goals. And these are like the personality symptoms that can arise from being the person that can just act out in general. So it doesn't matter if you're frustrated. It doesn't matter if the thing that you're doing is piquing your interest or anything. You just simply do them. So, um, so there are people who can they just do the responsibility tasks easily in life and shit and not really worry about it. So they have the power to purely amplify something
Mm.
without changing anything around or about it. So they can take a rock and make it more durable, for
Uh-huh.
example.
Uh-huh.
Um, they can take a sword and make it sharper, but they're not really changing the properties of the sword.
Hang on. I have to look over to the chat. We got a shootout happening. So Dawn and Yoko are shooting each other, but then we have no more shooting. No, we do have
Yeah.
shooting. Anki did a ceasefire and Slim did a ceasefire. So we're back to shooting.
Mhm. Okay.
Ikari, can you time them out for 180? Hang on, let me get some water too. Bro, you didn't press shit either, by the way. That shit is still tink tink tinking too.
Okay, just send that shit outside.
Oh, 2 shots for Yoko. Wow. An hour. Oh my god.
All right, we're back.
Yeah. Luffy can literally
Um,
morph his body. He's a transmuter. We have a
we're not
question from
talking
the
about.
audience. Z Streetlife _ Crusader says Luffy can literally morph his body. He is a transmuter. What do you say to that?
We are talking about the cognitive ability when they would develop their Nen powers. This
Okay.
is independent of whatever power that they possess within their own series,
Oh,
because
okay.
they don't abide by the rules of Nen in their own series, in those other series.
Ah, so if Luffy were to come into the Hunter x Hunter universe
Yes,
based off of what's going on in his brain, not necessarily his One Piece power.
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the other thing is transmutation is also right next to enhancement, so he also could be able to use transmutation type abilities.
You could dabble in it.
Yes, exactly.
So what is this buff man here doing as enhancing? He's enhancing his arm?
His fist,
Oh,
yes, his
okay.
arm. And yes, and they are known as the most powerful, the most offensive, defensively balanced people because they can just enhance all their body parts to deal ridiculous amount of damage and also not take any.
Okay.
Okay. So Luffy is a perfect example of like enhancement, and I would say a lot of like main characters for series are, because they're really that level of determination. But Luffy specifically because he doesn't think. This is an emphasis in the series. Like he doesn't have thought bubbles when you read the manga because he says exactly what he feels and
Oh, does he
thinks.
really? Like, there's
Yeah,
never thought bubbles for him.
there's no thought bubbles for him.
Oh, that's cool. I never knew
Yeah.
that.
So literally his first action in the series is him setting out into sea in a barrel.
Hang on. Okay, give me a sec. Yoko needs a 3-shot timeout.
Okay.
Ikari. Sorry that I have to keep interrupting you like that, Zal, but I hope you're okay with me going back and forth.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. Um, use as example, bro said different joke. Worry about it. Huh? I don't understand.
I don't know what Slim is trying to say. I'm saying Luffy's powers do not in One Piece do not abide by the Nen system of Hunter x Hunter.
I understand what you're saying. Continue.
Right. Yeah. So examples of him just being pure action is just setting out into sea in a barrel. He sees a zombie coming out of like a fucking cemetery and shit. He just looks at it, walks up to it, and pushes it back down into the earth. He declares war on the world government just because, um, they kidnapped his friend and shit, and he pulls up on them, declares war on them. He infiltrates an inescapable prison, absolutely doesn't think about it. He just does it because he has to go save somebody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. And the next type we have is transmuter. A transmuter is somebody whose action is prompted by their interest.
The
So,
character that I'm not proud that I like, but I like.
yeah. So their actions are centered around what they are into, and so and their power is the power to like adjust something, alter what something's properties is by shifting its properties, right? So they can change their nen to act like electricity or like fire or like gum or rubbery and such. And they can also like change the properties of like physical things within the environment. These are people that might be fickle or unruly and have no issue lying.
Hang on.
Um,
Ice, thank you for the resub.
and
Griff, thank you for the resub.
their behavior, their behavior is directed from within by the focus. So they shift their decisions around a focal point, which allows them to then have the cognitive nen ability of like altering the properties of other things,
Oh, so
shifting
Hisoka's
the.
he's watching the the squirrel attack the bird's nest, and then he's also being
Yes,
like, "Oh wow, that's really cool. I'm gonna keep watching and thinking."
yes, exactly. Pull out his camera and shit, and like exactly.
Oh,
So,
he's
and his
interest and then act, not interest and think.
no, he's not interest. Yeah, he's interest in act. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he's very Hisoka is a great example because throughout the series he gets to be an antagonist and he gets to be a protagonist in several different scenarios.
Mm,
And his interest is developing people who he sees as really talented so that he can have a fight with them.
yeah.
So multiple times during the series, he basically acts as a block for Gon and Killua because he doesn't want them to come here knowing that other people would hunt them because they're not ready to deal with what's there. And he doesn't want his goods to be damaged. So he physically imposes himself and blocks them from their progress so that they can go progress.
Mm.
not here. Yeah. He will he will get on their way just for the goal of like fighting the strongest spider guy because it gives him a boner.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, he will work with them and also work against the spider troop that he's with, just so that he could get his nut off fighting strong people.
Okay.
Another perfect example from other fiction, we have Griffith from Berserk.
Huh.
Um, he created a band of like mercenaries at the age of 12.
Mm-hmm.
Because his goal and interest in life is to develop his own nation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then he also later sacrificed them, knowing that it would give him power. So
Okay.
he needed them at first to develop them for the power for that same goal, and then later on he was like, "Oh, I get more power if I sacrifice them. So it's within my interest to sacrifice them for this power."
Hmm.
Um, he along that journey he met Guts, and he became insanely interested in him, and he asked him to join, and Guts said no. So, but he didn't want to leave him be. So Guts offered to fight him. He's like in a duel. All right, you fight me, and I will join you if I lose. And then Guts's was like, if I will take this band from you if I win. So he fights him just simply because of that, and he wanted Guts because Guts would also be another person that allows him to further within his goals.
Mm-hmm.
When Guts was in trouble in a cave, he did something that he's never done before, which is he actively left his post and command to go into that cave, risking his life and injury and his goal just to save Guts,
Mm-hmm.
just because he's really that highly interested in him.
Mm.
Um, he slept with an old rich man for money because it was faster and safer funding for his band of the Hawks.
Okay.
And assassinating like a nobleman um, that was on the that was conspiring against him when it came to real politicking. Just murdered him. Said, mm-mm.
Hmm.
Okay. Next, we
Why
have
are wait?
conjurers.
Why are they
Yeah.
prone to deceit?
Because all of their actions is around a focal point, right? They
Mm.
know where they're trying to go. So it is within, this is my interest. I will use you now. And then if I don't need
Oh,
you anymore,
they will be deceitful. Not that. Not like they are susceptible to deceit. They are the deceiver.
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Conjurer.
Okay. And then we have conjurers. They have the ability to manifest objects with or without special properties. So they could like him
Mm-hmm.
manifesting a chain out of like thin air.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay. So these are
But a
people whose thinking,
transmuter. Wait, a transmuter. They're enhancing something that's already there.
a transmuter is shifting the properties of something and adjusting it. So, for example, they can change their nen into mimicking the properties of something else. Like the nen behaves like lightning, or it behaves like fire, or it behaves like gum.
Wait, what was Hisoka's? He just makes sticky aura.
Yes, he controls his aura can stretch and be sticky however he pleases it to be. So he's not manifesting gum. His aura is mimicking the properties of very fluid properties that he's able to turn off and turn on
Oh,
of gum.
okay, okay.
Yes.
So transmuters, I make my aura look like something or feel like something else.
Correct. Yeah.
Double them.
Yeah. So then conjurers, they manifest an object that wasn't there before.
Oh, okay.
And it's tangible. It's like, you know, like I can make a fucking cup or some shit.
Hmm.
So these are people whose thinking is prompted by their emotion. So think because feelings. So these are people who can develop into who are very frequently stressed and on the verge of a breakdown because they're bottling all the emotion in and not really acting upon them or speaking
Hmm.
about them.
Hmm.
Yeah. And they tend to be spiritual and think within very certain convictions.
Hmm.
Um, so they have their power to produce something that's not there before, since their emotions kind of like lead to a new like worldview.
Wait, so would this personality part be like, oh my gosh, those kids are so precious? Wait, time is fleeting and I should have kids, but I don't want to have kids, but I need to have kids because I'm running out of time.
Correct, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, I need to start thinking about how they should be having kids and so, and it's spiraling and over and over.
Okay.
Okay. So a great example from it is King from One Punch Man. He is he's a character that is always put in a threatening situation, and he's ranked number 7 or whatnot within the world in terms of being really strong.
Hmm.
The kicker is he is not strong. He is a regular human being that will die at any moment
Oh.
if he gets touched, right?
Hmm.
But he has this reputation because he's just around strong dudes that's taken over certain things. So he's built a reputation of taking down meteors and blowing down fucking spaceships and shit. So he constantly has assassins and really strong individuals pulling up to fight him. And we see his inner monologue, and he is stressed and fucking terrified
Hmm.
there. But his facial expression is that facial expression you see there.
I look stressed as
And it's
hell.
but it's intimidating to people based on his reputation.
Okay.
So he's just constantly thinking when he's feeling those high levels of emotion and that high level of stress, and it leads to like a bluff out of the situation. And he's literally bluffing and intimidating his way out of those situations because after thinking for so long and staring at the dude not saying anything, he finally says something that it's like, I'm going over there. And the dude is like, oh shit, oh hell no. He'll run away. um,
Okay.
yeah.
Interesting. What do
All
you
right.
what do
And
you think he would what do you think he would manifest if he was in Hunter x Hunter?
he's highly interested in games, which would be his secondary. I'll get to what I'm talking about here later on. If he was in Hunter x Hunter, something um
Oh, and he takes the credit.
like a game control type of thing. He would manifest like a gaming console that has different abilities and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's one of his main hobbies.
Hmm.
Okay, and now we have specialist. Specialist is like the opposite of enhancement. If enhancement is pure action, then specialist is pure thinking. So these could be people who have an extra insight or appreciation for like situations, or someone that's stunted because they've drowned out external logic at an early age.
What does that mean?
Because um because they're always in their head spiraling.
Oh, okay.
So they're not really driven towards action.
Hmm.
So they're always driven towards action and they can't really control the levels of thinking. So they could develop into very individualistic and charismatic people because they're always within themselves.
Hmm.
They won't really tell you anything important about them because, speaking sounds like action. And in Hunter x Hunter, there are people who can create unique effects that don't really fit within the other categories, or people who can like horizontally enhance something. So back to the
Wait, let me read that.
example
Hang
of,
on.
yes, let me explain what horizontally enhancing means.
Okay.
So enhancer, they they vertically enhance something. It, something has a property and they make that property stronger. like a stone being hard and making it harder, for
Okay.
example.
Oh,
So, uh, so specialists can then make a stone harder by not enhancing how hard it is, but by like adding a property to it that absorbs kinetic force.
okay.
So now they've added a new property to it that then enhances how hard it is.
They've added another attribute
Yes, another
versus
attribute. Yes,
they've like upped the skill points already there.
exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So specialist is the only category that you can fully swap to in real life based on like behavior.
What do you mean?
Um, this is like a thing in the show. This is literally a concept in the show.
Mm,
Anybody at any point in any category, like a conjurer, transmuter, enhancer.
mm,
As an enhancer, you can't become a transmuter, you can't fully become a conjurer, but you
mm-hmm.
can fully become a specialist
Why?
because again, thinking can spiral.
Uh,
Imagine at any point in life, you can be in such a traumatic type of situation where you're not bound to think, you're just isolated within your thoughts,
mm,
causing it to spiral and spiral and spiral and spiral again.
mm.
Yeah. So most of the characters in the show, certain characters in the show have become specialists as they keep on isolating themselves um, within the plot for revenge and shit. Not really acting, but just thinking and thinking and thinking.
Stewing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, great example from Jujutsu Kaisen. You have Gojo.
Jojutsu.
Jujutsu Kaisen. We have
Okay.
Gojo. Gojo does not have hobbies. Gojo was born with the ability, with his six eyes, which allows him to just break down things in such a way that he understands how they fundamentally work from the get-go. So he doesn't have hobbies. He
Hmm.
doesn't try anything. And he says it's for the sake of like the next generation and anybody um around him. Because it's kind of unfair when somebody can just become a fucking grandmaster at anything just from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
Um, his position as the strongest modern sorcerer creates isolation within him, both between the society, because when he was born, it literally changed the offset and power scaling of the society around him. And everybody started treating him not like as a human being and shit, but like as a fucking force of nature and shit.
But he likes to
Yeah.
go to USJ.
Yes, likes to what?
He likes to go to USJ and play basketball. According.
That was a one-time scene thing. It was just showing how good he was, and just he had never played basketball before.
Uh, being a
Yeah.
specialist is tough. The isolation I feel is very Yoko. The isolation I feel is so suffocating. Okay.
So in the Hunter x Hunter world, specialists are the most rare people in terms of like directly being born a specialist or even being found. And that's because to even become good at Nen, you have to make actions. You have to be able to act. So the specialists that you meet have been the one that have been able to escape their spiraling thought processes to actually cut off that thinking to do actions
Hmm.
to develop their Nen abilities.
Hmm.
I think in our real world, we would have more specialists given the circumstances. A lot of people are truly isolated and shit and can't control their level of thinking and spiraling, and they just think just because all the time.
What is Krollo's power? I don't remember it.
Carlos' power allowed him to summon a book that allows him to steal people's abilities, given that they have met certain conditions.
Like what? What do you mean condition?
So basically, he has to talk to them for like an hour. He has to ask them about their ability and let them talk about it and shit. And
And who's allowing themselves to talk to him for an hour to get information?
Carlos a charismatic guy, man. One, he can also just ask for people and the people that know him and lend it to him, and then he can some way give it back. And then for some people, he's just charismatic, talks his way out of stealing their abilities.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Huh.
And then final category is manipulator. These are people who think around an interest. So these are type of people who would obsess over a subject, um, and characters who tend to warp and categorize things to process them around specific models. I would say manipulators are very logical people. They have nice spreadsheets. They love their spreadsheets for categorizing things and the numbers and spreadsheets over. They advance at their own space,
Um.
at their own pace. I mean, and they tend to be argumentative in terms of like personality symptoms. So their power is to control something's behavior through its various characteristics. So they can assign like a purpose to it. Um, this guy right here,
Is he the one
his
that turns into the
ability,
really ugly face? That's the
he
brother,
can
right?
also,
Isn't that
yeah,
Kilo's
that's a
brother?
brother.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So he's obsessed with Killua.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's obsessed with Killua and thinks around him all the time, and how he can fully control Killua's like special talents and abilities to make the family, uh, Zodiac assassin family stronger. His power is he puts a needle in you and then it's over. He's put a needle with a purpose and then he can now tell you to break somebody, and then that's the action that you have to do. It overrides your ability to function yourself,
Hmm.
and you will work to exhaustion until you complete that task.
Damn.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Hmm.
So, so another example from another series, you have Light from Death Note.
Oh,
He
okay.
was yeah, he was really bored until he found the Death Note.
Hmm.
And then he spends time thinking and mapping other people's actions into how he can use them to do his now goal, his interest of like killing criminals and creating this new world where he's at the top judging criminals to
Hmm.
stop all of like evil within the world. He's insanely logical, and he's constantly thinking of methods on how not to get caught and use the Death Note to his advantage to advance his
Didn't he get
interests.
caught just by his ego? Like he just let his ego get out of.
Yes,
Forgot.
correct. Yeah,
That shit was the
and I'll
dumbest
get
ending ever. I hated that.
and I'll get to that.
Do manipulators
Yeah.
have pointy ears? What kind of question is that, bro? What?
Who said that? So, the reason why there's six categories is because Nen is based off of like Taoism, the yin yang concept of
Oh.
and Taoism have these six states, just like how there's these six categories that they map out and then they work together.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna fully explain the system, but I'm just explaining why why there's six of them.
So the
So
creator of Hunter x Hunter really put some thought into this.
yes, exactly. He really thought this deeply about this system. So, which is why I'm talking about when we say if you're an enhancer, this is your main category right here, and then these are your two adjacent categories, your second tier categories.
Wait,
You can,
hang
uh-huh.
on. This is coming from kanji. Wait, Ikari, the green that one is strength, right? Like power, and then the purple for transmutation. Isn't that love? And the red one, I don't know. I don't know the blue one I've seen. I just don't know it. Anyways,
So enhancement, your two adjacent categories is emission and transmutation,
okay.
which since you're a person of pure action, then your two categories would be acting out of emotion and also acting out of interest, just like that. So you're stuck in the action, the yang part of the cycle, for example, like here.
So all of the top three are actors.
Yes, exactly. And the
Bottom three are
bottom three are
thinkers. They
thinkers.
be
Yes,
thinking.
you're more yin.
Okay.
Yes. So, for example, when we were talking about light, he's a
Not yet.
manipulator,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
And his two adjacent categories is specialization, which is he's already there when it comes to thinking. So he could either behaviorally go and spiral towards more thinking as a specialization,
Mm.
or he can become more action driven and act out of his emotions. So him getting caught out of his hubris is
Ah.
already, yeah, tied to how his first level is manipulation,
Mm.
but he ain't got his emotion action under control. So his hubris builds up and he starts fucking up because his next level of action is tied to his emotions.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's cool.
right. So you can also determine what your type is by, all right, what are your two preeminent ones, and then figuring out if you're more action driven or you're more thinking driven.
Wait, enhancement is the opposite of specialization because it's the most and least complex.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, enhancement would be pure yang, specialization is pure yin
Mm. Mm.
within the cycle.
Mm.
Yeah, they're like opposites of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Transmutation is action driven by your interest. Manipulation is its opposite because it's thinking driven by your interest.
Mm. Okay.
And then emission is action due to your emotions, and conjuration is the opposite because thinking due to your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay. Cool.
Any more questions?
Huh?
Any more questions?
Well, that's it.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, that was very nice. That was a great presentation.
Thank you. I was freaking out about it.
And no, I like that. I like that you had an example from Hunter x Hunter and an outside example. That was very helpful.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks
Um,
for making this. The best way for
uh,
me to learn is to learn from someone else. I cannot learn on my own.
yeah. Actually, let me add one more thing. Yeah, you can go towards a direction more in life just due to behavior, right? If
Mm.
your emission, for example, somebody who acts out of emotion, you can become a person who is closer to enhancement, where your emotion doesn't drive your action as much, and you can just act out behaviorally.
Mm.
Or if you become more thinking based of a person later on, thinking around your interest, you then go towards the direction of manipulation,
Mm.
which is you thinking so much about your interest and having more difficulty to act out beyond your emotions.
Okay.
Yeah. But you're still emission at its core. For you to then become specialization, which is the only category anybody else here can become, easier for these two because they're adjacent and they're already stuck in thinking.
Mm.
Let's say trauma, isolation, and all those particular things would keep you within yourself where you're not doing actions and you're just spiraling within your thoughts.
Wait, so Gon was an enhancer.
Yeah,
So he just acts and acts.
exactly.
Killua was what was Killua?
Transmutation.
The quality of aura. Wait, what was he changing his aura into?
Lightning.
Oh.
Electricity. Yeah.
Oh wait, can you go back to the transmuter slide?
Yep, yep, yep.
So they Their interest act.
Hmm.
What was Kiddo's interest?
Gone and not being. He didn't want to be the leader of his family,
Oh, okay, okay.
and then he found that solace in Gon, who didn't see him as that monster.
And the
So
pervy
he
doctor
became
fella? Who was he?
who?
The teenager who was like trying to be a doctor.
Oh, he's a mission. He was a mission. He literally punched Ging on live television with the top five hunter on live television, even though keeping your ability is a secret thing in Hunter x Hunter and you don't want live people to know about it.
Uh,
He just used it on live television because Ging pissed him off.
mm,
And he's quick to be frustrated and short tempered and shit.
okay. Oh yeah, you also need to do the presentation all over again so Nikki can hear it.
Oh my god.
And Nikki asks, would Kinpachin? Who's that? Would
Um,
Kinpachin be transmuter or emitter?
oh, Kenpachi from Bleach. Um, he he doesn't. His interest is fighting, right? He's a fight sexual. So, so I think he would be transmuter. He moved towards his interest. He's either transmuter or like enhancer transmuter hybrid.
Hmm. And what are you?
Me,
Mm-hmm.
I am. I think I'm a mission.
Really?
Yeah, I'm either a mission or I've spiraled and become a specialist. I don't know. I think there was a point in my teenage years where I don't think I was doing action, and I was just thinking and thinking for years and years within myself.
Hmm.
But I think at my base I was a mission because if I felt something strongly enough, I would just fucking do the action and not give a fuck
Okay.
and have difficulties controlling myself. And I also have some of these things like not really detail oriented. I'm pretty
Hmm.
impatient.
Oh, okay. Wait, can you
Uh,
go to the last slide? I need to ask Hikari a question about the kanji. Hikari, the green kanji is power, official, or strength, like tsuyo. The purple one is I, like love, or kokoro, heart. Green kanji is strength, strengthen. Okay. The purple, Murasaki wa? Just name them all, yeah. Akai to aoi. Gray. What the fuck? I forgot what yellow is. Japanese. Inca? Oh, change.
yeah.
Oh, the
So yeah, changing the
pin.
quality of
Okay.
your aura to match something else.
That makes sense. Yeah, I was like, why? That wouldn't be hard.
Mo, you finally got it. I'm happy for you.
Thank you for making this. I'm happy that
You're
you decided to do it. Or,
welcome.
didn't feel you didn't begrudgingly make it, right?
No, of course not. Again, remember the first slide, right? Hunter x Hunter dick riding association, right? You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I'm always down to dick ride Hunter x Hunter.
Okay, I need you to send me the PowerPoint so that I can refer to it while I'm categorizing people.
Okay,
Send
let's
it
make it happen.
now. Or are you gonna be in the VC while I categorize every single person?
We can, oh yeah, we can also just be do that. I'm also
Only,
down for that too.
only
Let's
if
go.
you want to. If you want to go do other
Oh no,
things,
no,
you could do
I'm again. You see this right here?
it. Okay. So let's see. All right, go back to the presentation. I feel like you're a thinker. Like you think. You think and you
Yeah.
think. I think yeah, you are a specialist, I feel. You're caught in a think loop. An obnoxious think loop. Yeah, you're a specialist.
Oh my God, Yak, I've been running out of space for 5 years. I've deleted and deleted so many times.
Okay. So I think Zal's a specialist.
I don't think I was born specialist.
Uh-huh.
Maybe. I don't know, I don't think I was born specialist.
All
I've
right.
had to had to take methods to shut my thinking down though.
Who's the spreadsheeter?
Who would be a I think Yak is a conjurer is my thing. I've always thought Yak was a conjurer.
Prompted by emotion, thinks because of feelings.
Yeah. I think Yak would be prone to doesn't really act out the emotion. And Yak
But
gets more
what's the one that makes spreadsheets?
that's a manipulator.
Go to that one.
So they would have to like, either people who obsess over a type of subject or
I feel like Yak could be a manipulator too. Because the part where they like care about their friends and family is also important, but they're also categorize
yeah, but
things.
those are personality symptoms. That doesn't necessarily mean they develop those personalities.
Oh, I should pull up a spreadsheet
Yeah.
and
Yeah, pull up
categorize.
the spreadsheet.
Okay.
I'll keep on streaming here while you stream the spreadsheet.
Okay. Um, moment. Spreadsheet and screen areas are the heading. Okay. Okay. Uh,
I guess you can ask Yak the question is Yak, when you have an interest, are you more prone to action or are you more prone to thinking?
does thinking include like you delve into it and learn about it?
Yes, you're going in depth into
Then
really
he's a
thinking
thinker.
about it.
He's a
Yeah.
thinker. Okay.
But it's figuring out if he's an emotional thinker or a um
Interest thinker.
interest based thinker, yeah.
He's an interest thinker.
Okay.
Um,
So then I would mean your second level is action based, um emotion based actor.
eh? Where are we getting emotion and acting from? I thought it was interest thinking.
See, if you go to the chart, right, if he's right here on controlling on if he's thinking based on interest, that means his action would be driven by emotion in terms of secondary level, which is why your adjacent categories are your second levels.
Ew. But he is
So
manipulator.
maybe so if he's more yin, right? If he's more of a thinking person, then you have to figure out what makes him really think as his first order magnitude.
Okay.
And then your second order magnitude would be these categories.
Hmm.
But you don't sip into specialization. You just that shit just takes over. You then would be a person who acts based off of your emotions. Just like how Light was a manipulator, but he also had his hubris and emotions that caused his downfall.
Okay, wait. Let me make my spreadsheet. Um, First one is I need to make it like what's the top enhancer?
Um,
Right? What's the next one?
yeah.
Go in the
Let's do
go in the clock.
yeah.
We're
And
making the circle.
okay, you want to start from 12? Okay, we're doing 12. Enhancement, transmutation,
Then
conjuration, or conjurer,
then
specialization,
then
manipulation,
and then
emission.
the two M's.
One M.
All right. So I would say manipulator would be Jack.
Um. Okay, let me see. Uh, Yak, you want some personality symptoms for manipulator? It's logical, advanced at their own pace, argumentative, and tend to want to keep their families and loved ones safe. No, manipulation is not prone to deceit.
I, I
It's more
think
like obsessive.
wait, prone to deceit. The phrasing of that makes me feel like I am the one getting deceived.
Okay, prone to deceive. Sorry,
Yeah, prone to
maybe that's better.
deceit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yak capture the secondary thing he's talking about. Oh, yak and then parentheses E. Oh, for emission. Oh, okay. On. Can I want to like.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it. That would mean. Does Yak give you a little bit of obsessiveness about a particular topic?
Obsessive in that like he just likes to learn about. He likes to look into everything, like details about everything.
Hmm. But is that a focus though? Is that like a particular interest that he's looking into?
His interest is anything and everything.
Anything and every. Hmm. Because there was and the reason I thought even manipulate like when I obsess over a particular subject. Hmm. Wait, then hmm, if he's yearning for knowledge and going about just learning about anything, I still think he's a conjuration because then his action is driven by the interest of learning more knowledge as he's researching more and more about it and not thinking.
Go back to Conjure. High strung, stoic, overly serious.
Yeah, as personality symptoms. So then the adjacent category for a conjurer would be a transmuter, who is a person whose actions is based around, their interest. So he's right here. Second
Ah.
level of magnitude is action driven by
Um.
his interest.
Hmm. No, I do see actions based off of interest. See that acting
Yeah.
from interest. It's
Because
hard.
a manipulator has something, like it's a specific thing that they're obsessed over, or like a
Like one
belief, or
particular thing.
like a belief or two, that like an object or subject, particular thing they're
Okay, but
thoroughly
then
obsessed by.
not manipulation. Then I don't think it's one thing.
But if his obsession is just this yearning for knowledge, is he thinking about the yearning for knowledge, or is he actually actively seeking that knowledge, which is an action, like research and shit?
Hmm.
So we agree that he's more thinking based, right? So now we can lower it by figuring out what his second level of magnitude is. I'm sorry. So
So,
he's more thinking based, conjuration or manipulation here.
mm-hmm.
So now let's use the second. Which one would his second level of, which one drives his action here
Wait.
more?
So emission is
Emotion drives
emotion,
your action.
and then transmutation is acting.
Is interest drives your action. So
Oh,
he
then
has a
yeah. Then
little,
I think it's conjuration. I don't think it's emotion.
yeah.
Okay.
That's what I had Yak as like a while ago. Him and Dingus, I put them as conjuration.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So then do I put like this, Nikki? Yak with leaning towards transmutation.
Yeah, we could do that too. Yeah.
All right. Next, let's do Mo.
Okay, Mo. I think Mo is an enhancer.
I was
That's
thinking
my
that
guess.
too. Mo just
Uh,
be doing.
yeah. Mo's either an enhancer or a transmuter because he has the, that life direction thing, but I don't think he's that settled about it because we're kind of degen and we don't really feel fit with that life direction, and he's cool with us, which would come into Discord servers and everything.
Yeah, I think Mo's
Cause
enhancer.
yeah, Mo, you would agree, right? You're more of an action-based person. This doesn't mean you don't think.
Okay, wait. So enhancer
Pure action.
is just pure
Ooh.
action.
Actually, hold on. No, I take that back. I think Mo's a transmuter. Going back to transmuter.
Why?
Um, if we I think sometimes he be, at least in his office, they be he be holding his tongue in certain situation when an enhancer would just do it and tell these people to get back to work or something.
True. Mo doesn't
So,
really push back, but
which would mean he has a little bit of yin in him, a little bit of thinking, and not
Mo
just direct action.
Mo lets like water. What is it? Water under the bridge. Mo isn't too bothered.
Right.
Okay, he lets
Or
it slide in a not bad way. Water off a duck's
or
back.
or and Mo, this is you're on the spotlight here. Or it could be, hmm, or it could be that it just doesn't affect him and he just does the action anyways. Like,
I mean, if you're going back to like how Mo is at work, like if his assistant is sticking around, he won't even go get them. He just goes and does the work himself.
yeah, but that's also just pure action, right?
Don't really get bothered. Yeah, if you don't get
Yeah,
bothered, are you thinking or are you not thinking?
he's not thinking. He's just, yeah, he's not bothered, so he's not doing it. So that means that he'd also like. It's not that he doesn't want. It's not that he wants to and doesn't do it. It's just that he's just doing.
Non-thinker mode.
Again, this does not mean you do not think. So it
Yeah.
doesn't. It means that that's your first order reflexive reaction. Everything on this
Insurance
cycle
revenue.
is a cycle, and you've experienced each and every one of them at a certain point in time, which is why you can make an ability from all the different categories. It's just what is your first order, your second order, and then your third order.
Stop it, Dot. No. If my sister is not
That's
doing something,
crazy.
I'm not mad at them in the moment. I just go do what needs to be done. Oh, then he's probably enhancer, no?
Yeah, exactly. He's not even thinking about it. He's just doing what's got it. Yeah, sounds like an enhancer to me.
Okay. But would it just be pure enhancer, like no leaning, no dabbling in another?
Hmm. If it was, I think it would lean towards transmuter because I don't think
Mm.
it would be towards emission.
Wait, transmutation, can you tell me again? It's you.
Interest-based action. So Mo's like interested in basketball, so he goes plays basketball even though his fucking knee is broken.
Oh, so
Shit
it's
like that.
you. You are interested and therefore you act.
Yeah, exactly.
I to A. And emission, you are emotion
You feel something really, yeah,
and therefore you act.
yeah,
Okay. Enhancer is you just act.
yep.
Just A. Okay. Manipulation is you have an emotion and therefore you think.
It's interest-based thinking, thinking around an interest.
So you have an interest and therefore you think.
Yeah.
Conjuration, you have an interest.
No, it's emotion, then think.
Wait, conjuration is emotion then think?
Yeah, it's people who don't necessarily act out the emotions, um, which is why they keep it in, which is why they could be people who are stressed out a little bit. The emotion is there, but they're not directly performing an action. They are thinking about other ways to maybe go around the situation or something.
Mm.
Like somebody might call you a bitch and you're bothered by it, but you don't immediately call them a bitch back. You think about something. Maybe you hold your tongue to not make the situation worse.
Okay.
I would say Mo may be leaning transmutation later in life because, joining Discord servers
Hi, Burnett.
and communities based on his interest in Mortal Kombat, um, hooping as much as he does because he loves basketball. A lot of the music discourse and everything that he gets into. Mm.
All right. How about Slim? Let me think. Don't say anything. Let me think. Slimothy. Wait, there's no E to I? No, wait. There's no E to think?
No, it's E. That's conjuration. You put A for some reason.
Oh, it's E to think?
Yeah, it's E to think. They're the opposite of
Oh.
emitters.
Oh, okay. If I get this wrong, I'm here. For real. If I get Slim's wrong, I'm fucking done. I'm dead to him.
He's an Elo terrorist. I think Slim should be pretty free, to be honest.
No, but I know Slim also gets in his head. He thinks.
Yeah, so he got a little yin in him. Yes.
He also acts. Oh, so wait. So maybe he's conjuration, but leaning to transmutation?
No, I think Slim is action based.
I think he's action based.
Yes.
Interest to act. Emotion to act. Do you think he's emission? I think I'm pretty free. I don't think anybody is free because there's too many facets.
Hmm. Yeah, Dawn is also an action based dude. Just spoilers. Oh, put the L music? Yeah, go ahead, Pre. Put the L
What is
music.
the L music?
L's ideology, Death Note theme.
That's funny. Oh, that's my voice.
You could hear that?
Yeah. I can't think with music. I cannot think with music.
Damn, L's ideology killed her. So we know Pre's an actor. We got that right. Gay.
Huh?
What?
Okay, Slim is a transmuter. You agree? Disagree? He has an interest, and therefore he does it. No? Question mark? Because then, therefore, he can lean into emotion stuff with conjuration. This makes sense because this is when he gets in his head, emotion and thinking. And this is what he's usually like. See the vision, okay? If you say something that was like, where he's like, wait a minute, what the fuck did that mean? Then this taps into this.
Right. That would explain him being a top 0.00001% of hours in Marvel Rivals.
Yes, this explains his transmutation. Explains his Marvel Rivals playtime. Conjuration explains why me and him butt heads and fight all the time, like siblings. I mean, not all the time, but. Timothy, what do you think?
I was also thinking kind of emissions, to be honest. I think emission also might make sense.
I was thinking about that, but I don't know about the emotion though. Well, why were you thinking emission?
Because he will throw games just be off of feeling. Dude pisses him off in a right game and be like, alright, time to throw. You know.
This is true. This is true. But that's not all that he is.
True.
Don't tell me anything. What the fuck does that mean? Alright, I'm gonna say Slim with definitely. Alright, Yoko. I think Yoko is an actor.
No, I think Yoko's a yin guy.
You think Yoko's a thinker?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I think he's an actor.
You think Yoko's an actor?
You bugging because you know I don't just think, I act. Yeah, that's why I have. I have act here. It was a good idea from Yoko to put the L music.
I don't know, from what I've seen, always heard about Yoko, it definitely seems like he spends a lot of time thinking, you know?
I would say Yoko is this, but leaning to M. Emission leading to manipulation.
Oh. What about manipulation leaning towards emission?
Actually, yes. I think maybe when you were younger, Yoko, it was E to M, but now I think you're M to E. What do you think?
The first order would always be your first one from birth.
Oh, then it's E to M.
Okay. Were you more of an action-based person when you were young, Yoko?
I think he's still action-based now. Take more action as an adult? You think so?
Oh. So then he was probably a heavy thinker when young, then.
Hey, Virtue. Good evening.
What's up, Virtue?
Okay, a lot more as a kid.
Yeah. So that probably explains more of his reaction. So what were you thinking about? Was it obsessive over?
I would plan world domination.
Yeah, Yoko a manipulator. I knew it. Knew it.
Go over there for the first person free club.
Yoko is a manipulator. Yeah.
I think he's an. I feel like I see it more in action.
I think he might be leaning towards more emission now, but remember, if he was as a kid thinking more, then that's probably his first order.
I don't like that.
I mean, behaviorally, he's become more action.
Yeah. Huh?
You flew over there for the first person freak off. Freak off.
Okay, Don is an actor.
Yes. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking transmutation. Don has an interest, so he goes and does the thing.
Yeah.
Leaning towards enhancement.
honestly.
and
Yeah.
just does the thing. I'm
So
bad at
you
this?
disagree?
Bro, what the
You disagree,
hell?
Donald?
Huh?
No, let's see what Don's saying. You disagree, Don?
What do you
He
think,
ain't say.
Don?
He said he don't know. Didn't he say his shit was free?
Yeah. Gaslighting.
Yeah.
Okay, Slim, what do you think Don is? Emotional?
Emotional AF.
Mmm. And what do you think you are, Slim? I wish there could be a tie between emission and transmutation.
No, they're not. They're different. Your action is driven by one thing. It's not gonna.
You say
The
Don,
tie is the tie would be an answer.
uh,
I
you,
don't think Dawn is a pure enhancer.
no,
Ain't he think it?
what
Yeah,
is emotion?
honestly, I see emotion. Yeah,
Oh yeah, you're right, Yoko. You're right.
I think he likes to think that he will, you know.
You're right, Slim. You're right, Yoko. Don with a question mark.
Dawn
But
is a
Don
bully.
does have interest, and he does act on his interest too.
I
Confusing part.
mean, I think he thinks about how to like map out his route.
Everyone
And
here has
instead of
interests. I don't have any interests.
But yeah, the thing is, again, you can fall within any of the categories at any point. It's a fluid cycle. It's just about which one is more of a
Hmm.
frequent thing of yours. I think Dawn would be the type that if he's feeling his best, like playing a game and shit, he will, you know what I'm saying, he will mop out the competition and shit. If he ain't really feeling that emotion level, his skill might diminish a little bit.
Okay, we'll put Don here. Slim, you don't think you're transmutation? That was
That was not
slander.
that was not slander, bro. You just a
Emission
hard
or
type lady.
conjurer? Conjurer. All right, let's put Nikki somewhere. Hmm.
I think Nikki is interest based. Hobby
It's
killer.
hard
And
when everybody does have interest. This is throwing me off. So I'm about to put everyone in transmutation, and I feel like I am. I'm confused by the interest part. That's really the confusing part.
okay.
You are a hobby starter. That's true. You have hobbies.
Hobby starter. Yeah, so that's actually
Revisit the other slides again. Oh yeah, can you let's go over the slides again.
okay. So if you want a better description, interest is like your distinct emotional state that is linked to a like seeking that motivates exploration and learning versus emotion is like direct um you feel this emotion and it's directly affecting your decision making and reasoning and what you prioritize as information.
Mm. Go to the very first slide. Oh. Okay, the next slide. Can you go to transmutation? Centered around what they are into it with power to adjust. Here's directed from within by your focus. Hmm? Explain transmuter to me again.
What, the ability, or do you want the overall?
Overall thing.
Okay. So these
Gotcha.
are people who act prompted by their interest. Hisoka is the perfect transmuter because his interest is having this dance, this battle with strong opponents that, you know, they turn him on, but his overall interest is that I want to fight these people, and he goes about all of his actions centered around that particular focus, that goal in life. So he will see new candidates all the time. He sees Gon and Killua and he sees their potential. So now he wants to do is sharpen and groom them to be able to reach the level of power that would give them that big nut fight
Mm.
that he's always been looking and interested in for.
Mm.
Um, so he will play both sides of the field. He will play Gon's enemy side. He will play Gon and Killua's side, depending on which one is better suited to arrive at that particular interest point. So he is deceitful and whimsical and even helpful at times, kind of like an anti-hero for them, a villain, even a hero for them, just because he wants to fight strong people. So these are people that might be fickle or unruly because they're moving around this part. Their behavior, their decision making is around this targeted point of theirs. So if anything doesn't really fit or aid to that, then they would be like, I don't really feel like it. Or they will use the person if it's beneficial, but once they're not anymore, then I don't want to be around you type wave anymore.
Hmm. This is so hard. This is so hard.
So everywhere he goes, his first thing he does is he looks at people and judges what their potential or their strength level is. If they are interesting to him based on like their potential or their strength, then he seeks them out. Or he helps them polish their skill and let them develop further. But if you're not no use to them, he would just kill you. He would just like just in cold blood murder you. You're like, oh, you have no development in you. Do you think Nikki is more action based or is she more thinking based?
I think she is action based.
Okay. Do you see Nikki acting out of her emotions most of the time? Like she is there like a short temperedness, or is she has a lot of hobbies, so a whole lot of interest.
But interest is not necessarily hobbies, right?
I mean, she's a knitter. She's a knitter. Knitter. Um, Hobbies are absolutely tied to your interests. Yes.
Okay. What did you
Hey,
call her?
I think
If I put her in
okay,
transmutation, is that the same thing as Slim? I
yeah. Again, this does not mean that they are the same people.
okay.
The reason why the personalities is a symptom rather than driving the thing.
Hmm.
It's more your cognitive first order ability. You and Slim are not winning at all.
Okay, I'm gonna put Nikki in transmutation. Where are you putting Nikki?
I think transmutation also makes sense.
Lynn, where are you putting Nikki? No other good options.
What? I think the difference between people with like a mission, people can have hobbies, but
Mhm.
they wouldn't act upon those hobbies as much as a transmuter would. Sometimes they might be frustrated and they find it impossible to do that hobby
Hmm.
just based off of the emotional state. And they could go do something else that is giving them a better feeling, not
Okay.
tied to the interest.
Okay. All right. Let's do Ikari next.
Ikari, I think it's pretty obvious what Ikari is.
Ikari is an actor.
Actor?
Yeah. He's a thinker.
Oh, Ikari is a solid like for evil. um,
I mean, it's gotta be like specialization, but acting or something.
I think he's definitely a specialist. I think Ikari is a specialist.
Yeah, but he's not thinking. He's doing.
I think he's likes the isolation. He's definitely spiraled at some point in life. Very
Mm.
much so.
Mm.
Stuck within those thoughts. And definitely has a very interesting worldview, like
The worldview
you
is the
know,
giveaway. Yes, the worldview is the
yeah.
giveaway.
And also won't tell you anything important about them. I'm not trying to base off of personality symptoms, but that is definitely kind of got all three of these.
You think Ikari would be emitter? Yeah, I can see Ikari doing emotions into acting big time.
Hmm.
You know what? I think he's emotions into acting, and then he turns into a thinker or a specialist.
I think he turned into a specialist later in life.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, honestly, he's such an actor to me. Definitely not a thinker. That requires some filter. Yeah, that man has no filter.
Oh,
Actually, he's a knitter who is aspiring to be a specializer because he's working on holding his tongue back. He's working on being a nice person, so he has to think about being a nice person. So at his core, he's an emitter, but he's going into S.
I think there's no going. I think he's already been
Hmm.
you from and maybe we're experiencing Ikari when he's in the acting phase, but I think outside of that, he's probably thinking all the time. Am I wrong here? Like,
That man just does. If something makes him fucking mad, he'll just fucking do something to stop being mad.
hmm, okay. If he just does, then he would be an enhancer.
No, but his does is based off his emotions.
Okay. What would you put shooting a mouse with a gun?
You think someone's thinking about that? That's an actor right there. What?
Freak action. No, you're right. It wasn't right. It was a rat. My bad. My fault.
Fuck off. Who gives a fuck if it's a rat or a mouse? You're fucking shooting a fucking rodent with a gun. Ikari is the
Okay.
emitter who does a Kurtiklan thing and becomes specialist. Hmm.
Hmm.
Wait, emitter is the word for emission?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. I'm not an emisser. Okay. Yeah, so I have Ikari with S. Okay. Alright, next I see ice.
Ice.
Ice is a thinker.
Hmm.
Ice might be a conjurer.
Sure. I was thinking manipulator because of the second tier action tied to emotion.
Hmm.
Because when you get ice really riled up, that's when um, they would they would get on your ass about shit. You know, starts typing. And
Hmm. Ice has more emotion base. I think the driving is emotion into and then if you're acting like a dipshit, that goes against their interests, so they'll act.
hmm, hmm.
Trapped thinking. You could also be a specialist, Ice. No, but I don't think you
Spiraling is
isolate yourself. You could not do that.
uh,
No.
isolation and spiraling.
Hmm.
Sort of conjurer. Are you? Would you say you're frequently
High
stressed and on the
strung?
verge of a
That's Ice.
breakdown?
Huh? What'd you say?
Um, would you? Is you? Are you close to being frequently stressed and on the verge of a breakdown, Ice?
I think not so much anymore.
Yeah, I see. Hmm. Isolation ain't even that bad for real. I used to think it was. No. But
Strung
strung
to
to
the
the top.
top.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, Ice is here.
Okay, yeah.
Shoot.
So when they feel they don't necessarily immediately act.
They think, and then they stew on it, and then they act. So that's why they lead into T.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Good.
Well, back we did Ice. On. Oh.
Oh, Schmoove. Yes, well, we got Schmoove.
Hmm.
Oh, and Dingus.
Ending. Ooh.
A whole lot of conjurers in this society, in this Discord. I mean,
Hmm. Where is Smooth? Move takes care of people and is very wants to make sure people are good. Hmm.
Smooth do be tilting while playing video games, would then make him say shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, which is emotions that's driving things right there.
Smooth feels like a conjure. Everything is just a little bit more interesting than Smooth. That is true. The emotional thinker, though?
Would you? But does Smooth give stoic to y'all?
No.
Yeah, I don't.
Smooth is not high
I don't.
strung.
Yeah, I don't think he would.
That might be enhancer then, Ice, if everything is just better.
The ability to enhance the mood around
But I don't think he's pure acting. I don't think he just acts because he just does.
you. Right.
Smooth will hold his tongue back when he's not trying to say something wild.
Right.
He might be a manipulator, interest into thinking.
But he will hold his tongue by saying that I'm holding my tongue,
That
like
is true.
halfway
That
through.
is true.
Yeah.
Move is high strung. He just masks it very well. I
Hmm.
did see some of that while he was here. Not high strung, but he
Definitely.
was like always concerned about if we have enough time to do something.
Mhm.
Slim and I would be sleeping, and he would literally come from his B&B to wake us up.
Hmm.
To make sure we have enough time. I feel like he's always anxious about something, but he's pretty about it. That's true. You're on to something, Ice.
And then what are his interests? So that would mean his action would be driven by interest if his primary is conjurer, just based on your adjacent category. Uh, what are the interests that makes him act?
Maybe he is a conjurer.
No, Slim, you're not high strong. That's why you're transmuted.
I didn't say that you were high strung. What the hell? Where did you get that from? It will look like an accident. Are you going to fucking kill me? Jesus Christ. Over fucking for fun Ned categorization? Leaning
Oh, the
C?
leaning C. Yeah, can we remove that? Yeah.
He's not leaning C?
No, he's not leaning C.
I'm trying to say that you get in your head sometimes. You've said that yourself.
Yeah, that just means he has a little bit of yin in him, but that doesn't mean it's a primary thing.
Oh, okay.
Just a little sometimes.
Um, maybe Smooth is Conjurer. On the verge of a
Is that
breakdown? Yeah, actually, maybe.
there goes pure action mode right there, just typing out bumming shit.
No fucking conversation, just bumbozo. You're not making it off the watch list without. Wait, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Okay, next is Dingus.
uh Biggest is like the I think Dingus was probably born conjurer, He probably still has those traits. Or he's probably become a specialist at some point.
I was gonna put Dingus in specialist, yeah. Not a single thought in my mind right now.
Or maybe specialist that started leaning conjurer. I think he was a no. I think conjurer because Dingus has interest like basketball and music and movies, all the movies that he's watched,
Mm.
and he just watches them
Hmm.
just out of his interest in the way that he goes about doing it.
Wait, that's not Conjurer though, is it?
No, but I'm saying that's his second tier, so which is why I'm saying he's a conjurer because that's his primary one. And then the
Oh.
second level would be his action is tied to his interest. He's a specialist. Specialists are people who are pure thinking and just thinks for thinking's sake. There are people who are prone to spiraling and have a difficulty stopping their thoughts. And it could be people who are stunted because they've drowned out external logic at an early age. Maybe tied to a trauma, but it's pushed them to be within themselves and their own thinking and their own thoughts. Songs, action. I think Dingy do be acting though. That's the thing.
Mm.
And his thinking is driven by his interest.
Well, then why couldn't
Yeah.
couldn't he be a transmuter that turned into specialist?
Um, I think it's because he's more, even from birth, he was always thinking within himself. He tried to say things to people, but they wouldn't really. He's insanely perceptive and highly detailed in understanding his perception within himself,
True, he does know how to read
which is,
someone.
yeah.
Being self-described as a conjurer. Hmm. Specialists sound kind of
Yes,
awful. Dingus is a conjurer.
specialist is the specialist is pretty awful. Yes,
Oh.
if you don't get that shit under control, you will literally drown out. Dingus is definitely a conjurer. I'm starting to think he might be leaning towards specialization because if he doesn't, if he doesn't have access to his action interest, then he's going towards spiraling.
So Dingus is conjurer with T leanings.
Hmm, I don't know behaviorally if he's had access to his T as much as he has, but when he was younger, he did. Like sports. He really was interested in like sports, basketball, all them running track. Dude would work out like 4 or 5 hours a day and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back in like school days.
Mm.
Yeah, we have a lot of conjurers in this community. Jesus Christ.
Only one. Actually, that makes sense. Ikari is the only one that can be specialist leaning. Because no one here is like Ikari.
Um, Spiraling? I think that's more in our modern society. I think spiraling is like a lot more frequent.
I don't think. Not Ikari spiraling, but just fucking insane.
Okay, specialist doesn't mean you're insane. It means you are very likely to spiral into insanity.
Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
so then, yeah, that's Ikari. He would say he's insane for years.
I think
Hey,
one of
Ikari, I was literally about to say he literally has to take medications to hold him back from spiraling. And you said it. I
that's
didn't
what
want
I'm
to say
saying.
that because
So,
I thought that was out of line.
but you see right here, someone that's stunted because they drowned out external logic at an early
Yeah,
age.
that's him.
Does that not sound like Ikari?
That is
That's why I
him. That
have
is
him as a
him.
specialist.
That is.
Yes.
But I also think he is emission too. Yeah, he's emission who
It could
turned.
be.
Or okay, no, he's a specialist but former emission.
Sure, I think we can take that.
Former E.
How was you as a child, Ikari? See how he's not about to release this information. But like, how were you? Were
Yeah.
you running around out of emotion, impulsively doing things, or was you just thinking and retreating within yourself?
That boy was not thinking. That boy was running around, being a menace to society.
Yeah. So then he probably spiraled into specialization.
He spiraled into specialization. Okay, where's horse?
Okay, yes. Horse. How many hobbies does horse have?
A bajillion. He might be a transmuter. He might be a transmuter. Actually, yeah, he's probably a transmuter, and he does get into thinking sometimes.
But then if you really trigger him with a topic that I guess that's an interesting topic, then he's gonna go on forever.
You can he could talk about something of his interest for a long time. This is true.
Forever. Okay, yeah, okay. Transmutation sounds right for horse.
Yeah. But an emotional thinker? I was doing shit. Nobody could talk me down. I think autism probably locks onto the drowning out external logic. Right? Yeah. Who else do we need? Put flowers somewhere. Flowers. Would you say you're a thinker or an actor? I feel like flowers would be on the cusp of both. I think.
Oh, which one?
Oh, you're a thinker. You think? Thinker. You think?
Yeah. All right. So Flower's a thinker. We have version
Manipulator or
two.
conjurer?
Okay. And what you be thinking about? Is it focused thinking or is it thinking
I think
about
it's
something?
emotion thinking. I think flowers is a conjurer.
Jesus, community of conjurers?
I don't know. Interest based thinking.
Yeah, that means your thinking is focused around, obsessively about a particular thing.
You are you obsessively thinking about one particular thing? Flowers
Or a couple things. Yeah.
or a couple things? Hmm. We have a lot of right-handed.
All
Right.
over the place. Wait, wait, wait. All over the place sounds like specialization. Hold on.
Uh oh. You have another
Uh-oh.
specialist?
We got a
No,
spiraler
I
here.
don't
We
think
got a
flowers. A
spiraler.
lot of conjurers.
That's what I'm saying. That also would make sense that you would find conjurers online in an online community.
You think so?
Yeah, just think about setting, right? In real life, if you own a run club, it's probably more action-based people that you'll find.
Wait, we didn't put you either. Okay, wait. Flowers. I don't think flowers is a specialist.
Hey, y'all knocking on specialists, but well, them specialist powers be kind of broken, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
mean, yes, of course they're not. Wait, go back to a specialist.
See,
Someone.
they can create unique. They don't actually. The other thing about specialists is they don't create their own ability, like how a conjurer would be like, I want chains
Uh-huh.
to to fucking do shit. Their abilities just kind of manifest based off of who they are. Like Crollo didn't create his ability. It just kind of manifested.
Hmm.
And another specialist is this girl who's able to like tell fortunes. She's not even aware that she has that ability. It straight up manifested. And then it writes fortunes, and then her dad and everything reads it, and he's used it to basically do some insider trading and shit. She's a weirdo little girl who's been emotionally stunted and collects people's eyeballs.
Cool.
Yeah.
Flowers, would you say you're emotionally stunted? I have seen Hunter x Hunter. I just don't remember too much about it. I didn't really
Also,
read or pay too much attention to the Nen categorization, so that's why we're doing this with Zal.
also emissions are also kind of broken, okay? Advanced application of emission lets you like fucking astral project, teleport, steal people's aura and make it part of yourself. Steal people's abilities.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. So shout outs to Dawn out here.
John would have an OP power.
He probably do some shit. Yeah, flowers. When you say all over the place, what are you talking about? Yeah, is it like were you a thinker from when you were born? When you was young, how was you like? What were you thinking about?
Might be busy. No. Oh, emotionally stunted, but I was practically the self I am from an early age. Whoa.
Okay. Yeah, so we're probably gonna have a lot of emotionally stunted type of specialist people.
Flowers is a specialist? Okay,
Mm.
we've got our other specialist.
Oh,
Okay, Zaldric. Wait, I thought we did put you somewhere. Oh, we didn't.
for me.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. You said specialist for me.
We did?
Okay, that's what you did. I was saying emission because when I was young, I was insanely impulsive
Huh?
and would just do things based off of how I felt.
Oh.
Yeah, but I think
Oh, I didn't
in
write him.
some part
Hmm.
in some part of life, I became unable to actually feel my emotions and couldn't really act upon them either. So it felt like I was just retreated within myself.
So you're a
And
specialist, but a former emitter.
right
Okay.
is what I'm guessing because I've become a little too yin. And shout outs to also drowning out external logic at an early age because yeah.
Uh, Lynn, where are you putting virtue?
Hmm.
Resolution is to get my hands on them attention pills, the
So he's trying to
ADHD medication.
you're trying to drown out your thinking. Yeah, virtue is kind of yeah. His ass trans. Crazy. That would be crazy.
Does virtue agree?
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, where do I belong? Uh,
Okay, your action, right?
I don't think so.
More thinking than action.
Think.
Hmm.
I would like to hear what everyone thinks where I'm at. I don't even know where I'm at. I feel like I'm manipulation. Hobbyless.
Hobbyless.
I am
Yeah,
hobbyless.
yeah, yeah, no, yeah, hobbyless would be. So you're not a transmuter with hobbyless.
I know.
Okay.
But my interest is like people. So that's why I think I'm manipulator. Yeah, I think I'm manipulator.
Okay, so you're interested, so you think around people, and you like to even behaviorally like study like anthropology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it also would work because when you emotionally rise up, your second tier would be to act over those emotions. So they'd be like, "Oh my God, shut up!" You
That's
know?
only with you though. Nobody else.
Oh, that's good. That's not just with me.
Actually,
That's not
that's
just with me.
only with the fucking specialists. Maybe not flowers, but only Ikari and Zao.
You would do that with Vanguard too, bro.
True.
Yeah, that's not just us.
True. I'm very emotion driven? I'm not. So
No,
I'm
I
a
don't think
manip.
she's. Yeah, I don't think she's emotionally action driven as a first order.
I am emotionally thinking driven.
You're not a conjurer. I'm sorry. You are not a conjurer. Let's
Why
take
not? Why not?
that conjuration away.
Why am I not a conjurer?
Because I feel like when you feel the emotion, your first thing is to act. When the emotion is strong enough, you will act.
No, I'll hold that shit in.
Sure about that?
Conjure up some interest right now.
Hmm. Okay, could be emission. I think it's either emission or manipulation. Could be right there with Don.
Emission? I'm not
Uh,
emission. I'm an emitter with you and a couple people. That's it. But day to day at my core,
I
I'm
mean,
an I'm
honestly,
an enhancer.
enhancer also makes sense.
How, bro? I think.
You know,
I'm a thinker.
yeah, enhancer also makes
How
sense.
the heck am I an enhancer? As a spreadsheet user, this hurts my soul. I know. How the heck am I an enhancer?
Cause look, who you be butting heads against? The specialist, your opposite category.
They're
Bam,
calling
right
me a
there.
crybaby. Wait, if an enhancer is a crybaby, then I'm an enhancer. Well, okay.
Enhancers are not crybabies,
Then I'm not
but
an enhancer.
they would also cry though. Cause why not? You know, it's an action. Why the fuck not do it? No, simple, straightforward, determined, and
Hey,
focused on
sincere.
goals.
Wait, Horace, why do you say I'm an enhancer? I'm Gon and I'm Luffy?
Yeah.
I mean, I am main character, so it's cool. Looking, should color code
Well,
it?
genuinely, LMAO. Um, yeah, maybe I should have done that too. Yeah.
Wait, go back to the color, the circle, so I can pick the colors. Green.
An enhancer is somebody who strengthens themselves or objects. Transmuter is somebody who changes the quality of the aura to match something else or other objects. A conjurer can just manifest or create objects from the aura, like that shit didn't exist and it just appears. Specialization is a category that can have a unique effect or enhance something horizontally. Manipulation can control inanimate or animate objects. Emission is capable of like detaching aura from the body, and also absorb aura is like a advanced application of emission. The point is the category does not determine your personalities. There are many people within Hunter x Hunter who will fit within the category but are wildly different from each other
Of course.
in terms of personality.
You conjure up your crying old. When I think of other enhancers, you low key are them. How am I low key like gone and Luffy? Thank you for explaining it again.
You're welcome.
Enhancers are famously emotional crash outs. I'm not emotionally crashing out though.
Hmm.
Yoko and Pri have a similar effect. They're definitely be driving combos and thinking and manipulating. Hmm.
Okay, so we're saying Pre is on either an enhancer, emitter, or manipulation. So she's on that side, that weird angled or
You
hemisphere.
might be a specialist. Turtle, really?
Nah, I don't think Pre is specialist.
No, Turtle might
Right,
be a
turtle.
specialist. Why do you say that, Turtle? You're emotionally stunted? I agree with you, Ice.
Oh,
I think I belong in manipulation, honestly.
oh.
Me and how I view
Mm.
myself, I'm a manipulator. But how others view me, I could be somewhere else.
Okay, so you would obsess over a particular subject or obsess over something like when you make your itineraries.
No, I obsess over how people think about me.
Mm. Oh,
I obsess over personal relations.
okay,
But I am not logical.
that's fine. That's just a symptom.
Which is why their powers to control something's behavior through various. True, like I want to have control over people's perception of me.
Mm.
Where would you put a people pleaser? Local female. That's emotion, not interest. My oh manipulator. Yeah, but
Yeah, avocado. Oh, we got avocado adorable here. We can do him next. Um, Mo is
we put
definitely
Mo as
manipulated.
enhancer horse.
Hmm. So
People pleaser
your
definitely means they need
interest
the ability to control how people
is
think of them. Yeah, but manipulator is because we're manipulating an object. Manipulator doesn't mean like manipulator the person, like how we use the word manipulator with a person, right?
right. Yes.
I think
So
we're not conflating the two. Or it's
right.
you can't conflate manipulator person with manipulator the nen thing.
So the brother here, he's obsessed with his little brother because of his little brother's birth. So he wants to literally control him to become the assassin that leads the family to glory, basically. He is insanely obsessed with that. So it could be also, and he also manipulated him multiple times by putting needles and shit into him, and also gaslight him into being like, you are not this person that you want to be. You are this instead. And then you have a great motherfucker like Morel, who's the smoke guy, who's a manipulator, but he doesn't want to. He just wants everybody to befall within his
Oops.
terms of leadership, but he doesn't really manipulate people like that.
Manipulators need to have
Exactly.
influence on
Yeah.
everything around them that they perceive. Would you agree? Oh, I myself. Wait, manipulators need to have influence on everything around them that they perceive?
What did they find interesting?
But what if what I find interesting is people?
Mhm. So then you're constantly thinking about people about and categorizing them and thinking about what makes them tick, what makes them move, what makes them do so and so. Why is the behavior like that? Really, like,
Yes.
yes, okay.
Thought of being specialist since I'm a hardcore thinker and independent. Oh.
Okay, but just what are you thinking about? Is your thinking focused around an interest, or is it thinking just about everything in every direction in general? Yeah. Yeah, pre sounds like manipulator, sure. I would.
Yeah, I said it. Slim disagrees.
And then the crybaby part would be maybe leaning emission because, you get that overwhelming emotion and now she cries. That's my take.
Yes. I'm simply a conjurer. Why do you say I'm a conjurer? Manipulators are
Bro, she is.
manipulators. They're just various methods of manipulating.
What would you manipulate, Pre? What would your ability be?
What would I
Wait,
manipulate?
you're interested in people. Oh God, she's gonna put a needle in y'all and she's gonna tell y'all to do things.
I will literally just be this character, I guess, huh?
Yeah, there's other ones that have um,
Always see.
controlling abilities. There's a guy who controls smoke and makes it like humanoid and shit, and then puts like a little logic and purpose to do things for like undercover missions and shit.
Nah. Where does Void go?
There's a girl that turns
Void is a
into a slave
specialist.
after kissing you.
Say that
Void's a
again?
specialist.
Yeah.
There's a girl that turns you into a slave after she kisses you.
Oh my. I think Void goes in specialization.
Mm.
What would you say, Yak? Yeah.
Jesus, we got a lot of spiralers out here. Also, makes sense that we have less enhancers in a Discord online server.
Because the
Even though,
enhancers are out playing basketball and joining run
I
clubs.
yes, exactly. They out and about and shit doing things.
When I say I think about everything, I mean I'll look at any object and think about its uses or physical properties. Oh my god, that's Gojo, isn't it? That's...
No, but that sounds like targeted thinking, though. That sounds like an interest. That doesn't sound like a spiral. Like there's a
A lot
general
of
thing you're
things
thinking.
work. Okay, so to be turned into a specialist. So wait, would that be a manipulator turned into specialist?
That could be like an in-between manipulating specialist.
Void is evil
But
in a
that
different way
mostly,
than Ikari. This is true.
you look at an object and think about its uses or physical properties. Yeah, that seems like targeted thinking. Its origin and history, you're wildly interested and curious about that information.
So Turtle would be a specialist former manipulator.
Yeah, like I think that curiosity means a manipulator.
But I see. Battery, so I'll rep. Slim said that you're in transmutation. Good night, Horace. I catch the vibe. I digest the vibe. I relay the vibe. Then I relish the vibe. Horace, would you agree that you're a transmuter too? Can you show the slide for transmutation? And that's what I think of transmuters. Trying to catch a good vibe. Oh, look at the manipulator. Okay. Do you have any other examples of transmuters?
In the Hunter x Hunter?
Of anything?
Okay. Like, besides Griffith. Oh. Mm,
Horse High manipulator a specialist? How is Horse a manipulator?
horse got infinite hobbies. I swear to God, a horse is always watching or doing something or um.
Yeah, I could see specialist. Horse turning from transmuter to specialist.
How much time is horse out there thinking, man? Okay, other examples of transmuter. I was thinking about Sasuke possibly being a transmuter because he had this one prone life goal
It has to be leaning to the adjacent ones. Sorry.
of of revenge, and once he couldn't get the strength in his village enough to get the power to fight his brother, he left him and joined Orochimaru and then did the training with him to gain the power so that he could go defeat the motherfucker. When Orochimaru wasn't useful to him anymore, he was like, "All right, I'm escaping and murdering you because it's now for me to continue on my goal of like murdering my brother."
Nikki knows Sasuke? Did Nikki watch that?
I'm thinking,
I'm simply not bad at
uh,
anything. Okay, we're putting turtle into manipulator.
hey, what does bad at that something have to do with? I don't know, horse. You have too many hobbies. I don't know if specialists got hobbies like that. You can't. That sounds like doing things, bro. They're not about that.
Welcome back, Don.
Let's get done. Mhm. Don, I will let you know. Emission have broken abilities, by the way. I'm just letting you know.
It has to lean adjacent, so y'all saying trans. Yeah, but specialist is the only exception because you can be any of these and then turn into specialist.
Yes, you can become a specialist later in life through trauma and isolation and spiraling.
He fell with interest and a thinking boy.
Hmm. I could also see transmutation for you, Virtue, and it depends on if you are a more action-based person or
Somebody said transients are whimsical liars. That's the vibe you catch in me. No, that's not all of them. Not all of them are like that.
not all of them are like that. Yeah.
Whimsical liars.
Actually, maybe Virtue been behaviorally been pushed into more thinking. You know what I'm saying? So he could have been a transmuter that then became a thinker later on. Oh, okay then. Conjuration could also make sense then. Okay then. Virtue and conjuration. Sounds right. He hasn't uploaded. That is true, and that is, he right.
So,
Virtue or thinker. So conjuration.
why did I do that? Okay. Hmm. What is it
And
about?
he could be spiraling, so he could be going into specialization as well. What is it about?
Yeah, but Horace, like, he has interests and he does those. He acts on those interests.
Yeah,
I see a
I think
2xk.
most.
I saw a 2xko combo on Twitter. Now I'm logging into 2xko and I'm fucking trying out the combo.
All right. And then when he's no longer interested in the thing, it's like he never played that thing. You know, it's like he never played that game before.
What do you mean?
Like, when he had his phase with Street Fighter 6 and shit, just playing it all the time.
Uh huh.
And then he was like, yeah, I'm not really interested. I don't really like this and
I don't
just
want to
stopped.
play with you anymore.
He played Marvel Rivals for like a month and shit. Was like, yeah, I'm not really interested in this anymore. Throw it away.
Slim, because I'm saying my people pleasing is an interest, not an emotion. I don't got a parenthetical letter. Nikki is. I don't think Nikki's. You're definitely not leaning to enhancer. No, I don't think you lean.
Oh, Wikipedia rabbit holes. That sounds like manipulator, bro. Or actually, how often you be landing in Wikipedia rabbit holes? Because I think of research and reading. No, that also sounds like manipulation.
What?
What Turtle asked.
Hmm. But we're accounting for the emotional side, the crybaby side here, Slim, when I'm leaning to a mission.
Yeah, I think Dawn is either pure emission or emission going towards enhancer.
Hmm. Anyone else want to be placed? Are you a thinker or an actor? Do you be thinking or you just gotta act right away? Think a lot and be emission?
Um, yes, but then that would mean your thinking is around um an object of interest, an object or subject of interest.
Yoko might be an enhancer?
No, Yoko is not an enhancer.
I think Yoko puts thought into things.
um, Again, the chairman of the Hunter Association is an enhancer. He's a You can be a thoughtful person, but they are driven by pure action. They just make decisions. They also could be reflective because in those downtime moments of not making decisions.
I need Flores to be here so we can ask him questions.
Guys, just because you're a transmuter doesn't mean you're a whimsical liar. And doesn't mean you're also a deceptive person.
I think inaction is also action itself. Like you don't give a fuck, so you're not gonna do anything about it. Like I feel like that's action too.
Yeah.
You're an answer Mo again.
You see Mo just doing it. uh,
You need to go to bed.
a mission for virtue also kind of makes sense.
I really funny IRL. Where would I go for real? That makes sense. Slim, Nikki, Horace being transmuted, being very funny people. Makes sense to me. Like, I'm really funny.
Actually, no, I could see virtue. Virtue, are you again more action based, or if your emotions really start popping up, you acting, right? You doing shit. So if even if you're interested in something, if your emotion doesn't align with that interest, as you're not feeling that good about doing it, you're not gonna do it. That's the real difference between the interest and emotion based people. Interest based people could do that shit even if they're not feeling the best. Their interest and everything in it is enough to carry their action. Yeah. You need that little you need to be in a special mood and then you just work your magic. And I also think you think too much you think a lot about the games that you play, which is why or like how to in different ways how to get better at a particular combo and shit. So manipulation being your adjacent category of thinking around that interest, it's like it works with your action-based mission when you're actually doing the act.
You saying virtue is an emitter? We're moving. Virtue is moving all around the clock.
He's really trying. He can't even tell if he's thinking based or action based right now.
Mm-hmm. Sal, do you need to go to bed or anything? You're okay?
No, I took the entire week off for a
Woohoo!
wedding. Uh,
That's fun.
thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Damn, we've been doing this for like 3 hours.
Which specialist in Hunter x Hunter do you most align with? What do you think?
Hmm.
Um, you see,
Who would it be, Zal?
I think based off of Killua has another brother called Miluki. You do not look like him, but
The
I think
evilest one.
the development, the evilest one is crazy. There's some really bad ones. I don't think he's a no, not Miluki. Hold on 1 second. You need somebody a little charismatic.
How many specialists are there in Hunter x Hunter?
They're very rare. They're the rarest class of people in Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, who
But
are the
that
specialists that we
also
know of?
that also makes sense because Hunter x Hunter is a world driven by action. So to even discover Nen, you have to be out there and go through the Hunter exam, which is about first of all physically, got to be in shape to deal with it and determined and all them things. So the reason why you mostly don't find specialists in Nen there is because their world is driven by action. Um, so you have to be a specialist to even become a fucking to even discover and train in Nen. The Phantom Troop had two of them. There was Krollo, who is their leader, and he has the ability to steal people's nen. And then there was that blonde girl named Pakunoda who could shoot, could read memories and also shoot those memories into other people.
Rolo, Kurapika? And Kurapika was a specialist? Oh. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
He's a conjurer that becomes a specialist when his eyes turn scarlet.
Oh, Ikari might be Neferpitu.
Pizza? uh,
Aruka Zoilik.
that just.
I don't remember who. I don't know who. God, my memory is so bad of this show.
Oh God, not terrorist sandwich. That guy right there, the manga spoiler. That's that one. Those two, Morena.
Ikari
Those
is
are.
Aluka.
Yeah, Leol is also. Yeah, we just call him terrorist sandwich virtue. Just use that one. You know, Aluka is too weird, and her power is literally on some broken ship.
Is anyone constantly funny here? I don't. I don't know about that. I'm just gotta say a normal sentence. Move is constantly. Oh, that is true. Move is constantly funny. Every sentence Smooth says is funny. Cash flowers. And Nikki.
Oh yeah, the guy in the terrorist sandwich guy, he be collecting women's bodies, and if they're not like, he be murdering women if they're not interesting, and making art out of them. So yeah,
Which one is this?
the middle guy. Yeah, don't click on him. You don't spoil people.
Okay, this
That's
show's been
that's
out for a while.
that's manga person. That's manga. People haven't read the manga.
Well, they're not making any more Hunter x Hunter shows, are they?
If there's content, they will.
Oh.
Um, P2 be well. We know what P2 be about.
Thanks to P2, I always say what the hell? I always say Naruhodo. Naruhodo. Crazy ad,
That
yeah.
ad.
The transmitters we have are just like effortlessly bouncing.
You see, Kari, I was thinking about Miluki because he's been swapping into specialist as of recent times because of he's been isolating and into his otaku type of habit in life and doesn't really care for 2D girl, I mean 3D girls and likes 2D girls and has all his favorite anime doll collections and everything within his home and shit. But I don't think he'd be pulling. He has like three wives. Like he could because he got money, but he don't care about
They put Ikari in the show.
that.
So we're pretty this heavy. Transmuter Conjure Specialist heavy.
Interest-based yen people.
Give everybody a character?
Looks
Zao?
like okay.
We're lonely.
Mo would be one of those enhancers that are.
Need a mission leading M? Oh, we're moving Virtue again? Wait, are we really?
Yeah, emission leaning also makes sense.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, we did it. That's it. That's all, folks. I want to put Justice somewhere, but Justice might be asleep.
Ooh, Hanky. Right.
Hmm.
Okay, okay, Hanky. I think Hanky is a thinker. You sure about that? Hanky just be doing things? I think
As Hanky try to free the best you.
for feisty definitely in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, feisty in the middle.
Where's Hanky?
Hanky. Mm, I could see Hanky just do be doing things, but I also Hanky could have spiraled at some point in life. I think Hanky might have been born enhancer and spiraled specialist.
Really?
Yeah.
Missing anyone?
No, I don't know if born specialists. Remember, you got to
There's
think about
Flores.
the.
Flores, would you say you're an actor or a thinker? Like, do you do things or you gotta think about doing things? It's okay, Flores.
I think Hanky's family circumstances and shit. Oh, never been a heavy actor. Yeah. What do you think, Don? Give us you live with Hanky. Come on, give us some details. What he be doing?
Ultra is a manipulator.
Wait, Flores says does things. Whether or not they're correct, that's a different thing. Okay. Okay. See, now that sounds like isolation right there. See?
Obscure, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, Flores is an actor, so
I want to say Hanky's family circumstances and life circumstances necessitated specialization. I don't know what he was before. Could have been already close to the thinking aspect.
yeah, I think Flores might be in. Okay, Hanky's specialization specialist.
Yeah.
Flores.
Yeah, just doing shit. Yeah.
Curve.
I don't think Scurv be bothered from emotional shit much, bro. Um, I think if he's the action, he's either enhancer or transmutation.
Yeah. Curve gives conjurer.
I think Scurv be thinking.
He does have interests.
Yeah, he does. So that would sound like transmutation. Like,
Girls, whatever has beef with transers.
oh, that sounds like manipulation then. Okay.
That's because one person from the transmutation has beef with Screw.
Hey, transmuters don't necessarily get along with each other, okay? One of my favorite characters, Bisky, um, she literally decided off a whim that she wanted to, well, not off a whim, because that would be in it. She was heavily interested in Gon and Killua because
Stop.
she saw how they were training and how unpolished and raw they were, and she was like, "No, they're wasting their life away. They have insane potential for Nen. I will be their teacher." So she just abandons everything just out of interest to chase these two boys around to convince them to let them train her, let them train them.
Mo was an enhancer, yeah. Brams, where are you? I asked Mo which she thinks I align with Neferpitu in regard to abilities, and I align with Kurapika Morena in personality. Hmm. I can see that. Yeah,
Mm.
Neferpitu P2 is unhinged.
Yes. Morena is you align with damn. You got Morena's level of nihilism, Ikari?
You're a conjurer, Brams?
Wait, hold
Whoa.
on. I don't know, Mo. Brahms. Mm, when your emotions get hot and shit, you don't be acting. You just be thinking.
Serves an emitter.
Mm, okay, mostly in bubble, but you don't seem like a spiraler. So okay, conjuration it is.
Scurv though could be transmuter because Scurv has a thing and just does the thing. Has an interest and does the thing.
I would also yeah, that also explains your character choices. Those big burly men that you're interested in when you play fighting games. Brahms. Yeah.
Oh, you're running scribbly scripts to reset the balance, right? Nope, I'm skedaddling away. That's the end of stream. Goodbye. I'm taking that win. Wait, where are you putting Scurvs now?
I'm not sure I know enough about Scurf to put him. But from what I've been hearing, he just has his interests like family and work and other things, and then he just moves around those.
Hmm.
From my limited knowledge.
I think Dingus also said I was an enhancer.
Yeah, no, Dingy and I, we both thought you were handsome.
Why? Why? Why?
Hmm?
Why?
I think you're capable of just doing things without um it being tied to. Interest or
Everything I do is tied to thought.
uh, thinking first of all. Okay.
Think this is being nice? No.
Hey, see, Mo not lonely anymore. Hey, let's go. No more lonely people.
Why do I?
Gone,
I don't
bro.
want to enhance because I know I think. I'm thinking about stuff constantly. I have insane anxiety. Horses in transmuter.
Wait, again. So then let's ask the basis of those thoughts. What or majority of your time, what is directing those thoughts? Is it going towards um that interest, or is it guided by whatever emotion you're feeling?
Okay, I'm a conjurer.
Yeah, there you go.
You're right, Slim. There's definitely thoughts happening.
There you go.
Hey, welcome. And Mo is dumb as rocks and she doesn't want to be associated with him.
What? That's crazy. That's wild. Hmm. How were you like when you was a young children, Pre?
I don't know.
What what would you frequently do? Would you run around and act and shit, or would you think?
I think I was an enhancer when I was a kid.
Okay, then that's your first order. You're an
No!
you're
No!
a genius.
No!
What?
No!
No fucking way. Nah, okay, so Diggy and I was correct.
No!
I don't want to hear this one. What?
I didn't know
Yo,
all along. I do not know. I'm resistant to
no,
enhancer because now I'm a
no,
thinker.
no. You can think a little bit. That don't mean nothing.
I don't mean that. I'm not an enhancer, bro. I'm a conjurer.
Again,
Ideally, I'm a
I want
manipulator.
I want to say all the cycles that we have. These are there's a cycle of yin and yang. We are these cycles are happening within us all the time.
I
So
put a
you've experienced kind of all of it. But what is your first order magnitude thing?
bro.
Yes, Brahms. What the hell?
Oh, that's crazy,
Bro,
Bram. That's not what. That's
enhancement
not
and
what.
bro, some of the smartest people in the series are enhancers. What are you talking about?
You are a manipulator. I don't think you're obsessive like us. I don't think so either. I think everyone else. Yeah, no. Brams is an enhancer, by the way. I don't think I have a. What the hell? Oh. I don't think I have obsessive thoughts. Actually, no. I do. Never mind. I'm a conjurer.
Bro,
He's whispering to the
bro.
sorting cap at the end of the day. The truth is plain.
No, there's way more enhancers than we thought. Yes, I'll be doing things.
Nah, bro. I'm a
You
conjurer.
how are you
Relayed what Zal asked about my nihilism, and she has not stopped talking yet.
Okay, so yes. All right, so Morena, yeah,
That's funny.
that makes sense. Okay, Morena does would
I
make
don't
sense
know.
to
I
me.
don't have obsessive thoughts. Let me tell you about heated rivalry for the ninth time. That's a rare occasion. That is a one in a. That has never happened before. When have I ever talked about anything else as obsessively as heated rivalry? Nothing.
Yeah, I think most of the time when you meet Pre, when you talk to Pre, she's not obsessive about something. So no, you're not a manipulator. I don't want to hear it. You're not a manipulator. Mm,
But I'm not an enhancer either.
I don't know about that. What were you doing as a child, Pre?
I'm playing,
Mm-hmm.
going outside and playing.
Uh-huh. Playing and how were you when it came to studies and such?
I studied. I did my homework. I was a goody two shoes.
Study, did homework. Even if you didn't feel like doing homework, yeah, you would do it. You weren't interested in whatever subject, you would do that homework.
Doing it because I have to do it. Because I want to do it.
Ex because you have to do it, and yeah, sounds like the answer.
I want to enhance my fucking body. I want to conjure something.
Your enhancers are the most balanced class, Pre. They can tap into all the other categories much easier than the other ones can with them, with enhancement. Literally, one of the strongest characters in the series is an enhancer that can summon the statue of like of 100 hand Buddha, and
Oh
he uses
yeah, the end. I remember this.
yeah, and he uses manipulation to control each and every arm. Um, so he uses conjuration and manipulation, and then can transmute his aura into a blast that he fires. So he's using literally every category into his ability because enhancers can do that.
Move the empty space in I-26. Fine. I'm an enhancer.
Yeah. And there's also a character that gets better at playing chess because she enhances her brain processing.
Oh.
Yeah. You can heal people. You can also increase their ability to develop a talent. You can enhance their ability to learn.
Where would
Yeah.
one lean
So
if they rarely paid attention in school because they were daydreaming too much?
sounds like a thinker. Sounds like daydreaming about what?
Ria's only ever done
Specific?
things because they're the expectation of her. She's not driving herself. I would disagree. I do things on my own because I think it's good for me. Dingus, good evening.
Oh, hey, Thinky.
What do you think about this, Dingus? On is an enhancer and learns to emit and transmute.
Okay, so yeah, there you
Okay.
go. Turtle, we have settled down with you being a manipulator. Yes, your interest was that, and you are daydreaming slash thinking about it while not doing your work.
True. I'm an enhancer that's like dabbling in manipulating because I can, because I'm an enhancer.
Ice, that's not a thing that you can do.
Damn it.
If she's blossoming into interest base, she's going towards transmutation.
Damn it. I'm an enhancer. After 30 plus hours in freezing, I got like 5 hours sleep. How was the game, Dingus? Only 5 hours of sleep?
Pretty typical for him. Honestly, I would say that's a lot for him.
I just think manipulation is so cool, so I think that speaks to something, you know?
Hmm.
Who was the manipulator in Hunter x Hunter? That you have.
There's plenty of them.
But who'd you have on the slide?
I had Illumi.
Oh yeah. See,
He
that's
skips
like
on you
me
when
to a core. Just telling people what to do. I like that.
it's not necessarily telling people what to do. Enhancer people are good at telling people what to do too. They just say things. Action. He's obsessively thinking about his subject and categorizing it and mm,
Hmm. The
boxes it
goody
within
two shoes trying to convince everybody she got a bad side.
he would stick a needle in people with fucking instructions and they have to follow those
Yeah, I
instructions to
want to
like
do
drop it.
that.
Yeah, as an enhancer, you could develop. You don't have to develop a Hatsu within your category, pre.
Okay.
You can inefficiently develop a manipulator Hatsu. You can do that. It's
Okay.
just going to be 60% efficient and harder on you to do that.
That sounds about right, actually. Well, because it was my first one, but the game itself was dog water. I said 16 yards after complete. The bank was surprisingly out. What is that?
Yeah, thing is, she's been trying to dodge the enhancer for the whole hours, bro. For the whole hours.
All the conjurers one bad day away from being specialists. That's so true. Love that for us. Wait, that's so true, Eyes. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I think so much. Who's Latarian Milton? Who's that?
That's the kid that took his grandmother's car and drove it to a fucking tree. It was like,
I don't think I'm that. What the hell?
it's fun doing bad things. I love doing bad things.
Latarian Milton is not your typical 7-year-old. Few his age have ever driven an SUV up and down several busy streets. It all started at his mother's townhouse. Latarian says he took the car keys and hopped into his grandmother's Dodge Durango.
When I came through the back door, I looked on the counter, my keys were gone.
I took my grandma car because I got mad at my mom, and then I suddenly had my friend come in, and he smoked with cigarettes.
He started the vehicle and put it into gear.
I yanked it. I yanked the thing.
And off they went, two 7-year-olds alone on the road. Latarian drove several miles through Lake Park and Palm Beach Gardens.
We got the one call that I told you about of a driver in the vehicle who looked too short to be able to see over the steering wheel.
Along the way, he ran over 2 mailboxes, hit 2 parked cars in a Costco parking lot, and struck 2 moving cars near Walmart.
I want to do it because it's fun. It's fun to do bad things. Drive into a car.
But did you know that you could perhaps kill somebody?
Yes, but I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
It all ended on Investment Lane and Consumer Drive. That's where Latarian hit the curb and sideswiped the sign. The SUV took most of the beating, snapping off one of his axles and wheels. A grandmother's
I want to do hood rat shit with my friends.
That's what I want to do right now.
Hood
If I
rat
thought
shit.
that with now, I'd whip his behind right now.
You don't think he should be punished for all of this?
Just a little bit no video games for a whole weekend.
One unusual story for police.
Are you sorry? You understand that now your grandma's going to have to pay to have those cars fixed because you hit those cars.
Can my mom help her?
Can my mom help her? Oh my god. This is all we've really been doing. Since I woke up, I was laying in bed for a while, went back to sleep. Yeah. Got ready, ate, Sal did the presentation. We literally doing this for like 3 hours.
Bad music.
Mom, the mods are fighting again.
All right, I'll send you the PowerPoint.
Diggs, can you see the spreadsheet though? What do you think? What do you think about where we put people? Is someone missing? Should I zoom in? Alright, should I just read it to you?
The transmuters are right. Yeah, yeah.
Transmuters are perfect. Okay, sorry. You guys tell them they got me wrong. Oh. I don't think Slim likes being a transmuter though.
Yes, Brahms.
Not about what people like. Yeah, that's Nikki.
Hmm. Yeah, so Dengi, if you remember in Hunter x Hunter, specialist is the only category you can fully uh become later in life. And that's because it's pure thinking, aka spiraling and shit. So when you spiral, you that shit will keep you tethered onto that, and you kind of live a more isolated life. If that happens when you're young, like through some trauma method, you have like a stunted growth, and you drown out external logic at an early age, which I was like, that has to be.
It's like what you lean towards.
Yeah,
Your secondary thing. So like Yak is Codger but leaning towards T transmuter.
like just out of behavior.
Yes, Brams Flores.
I agree with you, and I think part of it is he's also said that through behavior you can go towards either direction in life,
You
and
don't
you're
need to watch
also
the show.
not, and you're capable of like tapping into any of those other categories just to make like abilities, but it's gonna be inefficient. It's not like you're an enhancer and you can only do enhancer shit. You can literally do everything else, but it's gonna be harder and less efficient for you.
Streetlight Crusader is Slim and Slim's a trans.
Yeah, Kari Void definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Flowers said he thinks a lot and it's unprompted, spiraling type of thinking. So that sounds like specialist to me.
And stunted.
Yeah. Why y'all think specialist people are evil?
Is that not evil? I mean, specialist? Flowers and Flores are two different people.
Yeah. Which is funny that Flores and Flowers are on opposite ends of the of
That
the
is
categories.
funny.
I no, actually I said emitter at first, thingy, and pre said specialist.
For who?
For me.
No, you said specialist.
No, I said emitter, and then you was like specialist because I'm definitely a guy who thinks a lot. You know,
Oh. Take your
for
ass
other
back to
reasons.
E. Between emitter and specialist feels like he's getting away with it because he's driving the boat. Well, I put former E.
Yeah, and Ikari also former E because it seems to act
I don't
off
know.
of
I think
emotion.
Yoko is E to M, but Yoko was saying that when he was a kid, he was more of a thinker. So he's M to E. Nikki.
Y'all are so stuck on the personality symptoms. It's crazy. All of these, who even got the best personality? Like, out of the symptoms, who got the best? And that shit could be motherfuckers that pop your ass because you pissed them off. literally, literally the Chimera King, he's an emitter. He ripped his fucking arm because he was upset that he upset the person that he was playing the chess game with. He was like, my conviction was not to her level. She's dedicating her life, and I was insulting her by, uh, you know, just taking her arm and shit. So he ripped his own arm off to win. He fucking strikes his royal guards for pissing him off with the intent to kill. Enhancers are stubborn people, insanely fucking stubborn, determined people. Transmuters are whimsical liars like Nikki. Chondros, high strung, overly serious and shit, can't even half relax.
Brams, you cannot do E to C. You can only do. You can only lean towards what's close to you, what's adjacent to you. You think I'm shifty? No, Nikki, you're not shifty. You're not a liar.
Contras are perfect. It's crazy. Hello?
I think he means who's in the Conjure thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah.
Have you seen Hunter x Hunter, Danny? Okay,
No,
now.
Brahms. Okay. Brahms. Let me go to the thing and explain it to you. If you are if you're an enhancer as your first level, your second level categories are emission and transmutation. It doesn't mean those are things that you fully go into. It means emission abilities come easy to you, just like how the cognitive pathways for emission and transmutation come easier to you in your brain. You're still an enhancer. So, behaviorally, if you start acting out more tied to your interests, it is possible for you to get closer to transmutation and less like emission in life. But you are still an enhancer mainly. And if you start acting out more towards because of your feelings, you can go towards emission more later in life and less like transmutation.
That is base
Yes,
turtle.
I have I have Yusuke as an emitter because he has quite a short temper in him.
I was having a hard time putting smooth somewhere. Dingo. Yeah, I think it was between trans and conjure. Okay, Denny, do you ask Denny the introductory question of how to get onto the chart?
Okay. Okay, so Denny, would you say you are more do
Well,
you are
Denny
you a
and
more
Justice.
thinking person or a more action type person?
This is a question
What do
for
you spend?
Denny and Justice. Say it again, one more time, please.
Yes. Denny and Justice, do you guys feel like you act more throughout the day or you think more throughout the day?
You guys still getting chewed out.
Okay. Or you can't be an emitter leaning trans thing because it's like a you have to go on to the cycle. And if I was a mission, I would lean towards manipulation. So I think my thinking be ridiculous. So Um, okay. So for the other categories that isn't conjuration and manipulation, you can't lean specialist. You just become specialist. Um, the spiraling overtakes your initial reaction, which is, um, acting out of emotion, and you just start spiraling within your thoughts either way, which tends to go towards isolation and having a very self individual type of worldview.
Production interest me. This is a Hunter thing. Act
Okay.
usually.
Okay. Okay. Danny says he thinks more than act. Okay.
No, he acts more than he thinks.
What the hell did he say?
Act usually gets thought about first before I go through. What?
Okay, so he thinks before acting. So he spends time thinking first, which
Oh,
would mean which would mean he's not a specialist.
either
So
manipulator or conjugator.
yeah, so we two ways that we can find what Denny is. When you do act, what is the basis of the action? Are you acting because you're pissed off or some other emotion, or you're happy or some shit, or are you acting because you're interested in a particular thing like basketball or music or whatever your interest is?
Thing is, I want to be a manipulator, but they won't let me.
So what did Justice say?
Justice didn't
Okay, Justice
answer.
says it says no choice but to act being a teacher. So you act most of the day.
But outside of teaching, you at your core,
Yeah, what do you do outside of teaching, not work?
from manipulator, conjugator to enhancer. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I don't know. If you're an actor, you could be an enhancer, Denny. Wait, no, oh, another one. I was thinking of Justice. So no, sorry. Yeah, Denny sounds like conjuration then,
Okay.
because if he's a thinking based person, and then his second level of action is tied to interest, then he's right there with the conjurers.
Justice? Oh, think more than that.
No, Justice. Tell us what you'll be doing on a regular, on like a day. You just be reading shit, watching things, thinking
What if we
about
use the
obsessively
let's
or
what if
something.
we did the park example as a diagnosis? Could we do that? Would that work?
The park.
Park
Yeah, so
example.
yeah, but not everybody's interested in animals, right?
Yeah, but there's the three choices to look at of what to look at.
Okay.
I'm asking, is that a good way to diagnose someone of using the park example?
Mm. No, that could be something that they specifically do when at a park.
Oh, okay. Get out of the park. Hey, the park helps me. Let's all just say, let's just say teachers aren't answers and call it a day. Yeah.
Justice said, teacher, act. How are you on grading papers? Everything that has to do with teaching. Are you heavily interested in teaching? Like, or is that just something that you do?
You have to have an interest in teaching to do teaching. You can't just do teaching.
You sure?
That'd be fucking it'd be tough to just do teaching without an interest for it.
Oh, looking forward to. Oh,
Big protector for the folks I get close to. I like to pour into others. I find it overwhelming if I don't tell my. Ah.
yeah, but that sounds more like y'all going
Hush
off the
flowers.
personality symptom.
Mouthful of teeth and teeth in Florida.
Okay, so Justice is definitely an actor, and I'm thinking enhancer or transmuter for that.
Hmm.
Looking forward to planning out the next two marking periods. No, I can't.
Oh, is the website for being a sub stupid? Like to motivate people like me when fighting a pig, but also know that I can be direct and assertive about it when needed or sympathetic when that strat isn't working. That's probably Conjure, right?
Sounds like sounds like Justice just doing shit, to be honest.
Hmm. Hey there, brother. Welcome to the enhancers. Ah, did you get Shadow Realm, Dingus? The last message was not trans, I meant specialist.
If which was tied to if Zal was emitter leaning to specialist, I think you have three categories correct. Um, Manipulator was a category being axed.
This is a power system in the anime Hunter x Hunter.
Mm.
Um, with all the different characters, the way they like wield their power is tied to this, and it's basically tied to like if you do you have an interest in something or I don't know. You say no. I should probably. I need to practice saying things. If you go out into the world, does something capture your emotions or does something capture your interest? And based off of that, do you act on it or do you just keep thinking on it? Anime Zodiac, basically. JGK has a power system too that you can categorize people.
Um, JJK based its power off of this, yes, but it doesn't have
What does it?
categorization types. Um, JJK also doesn't let people naturally develop their abilities. You're kind of just born with it.
I was saying that Zal is emissions M. His move as Conjure, but he veil shooting. Veil shooting. What are we? We just do. We do because we simply do. We do because it's right. It makes sense to just do.
What was Yeah, we said turtle, and I forgot why we said turtle to the end. Because turtle kept saying shit that straight up
Turtle
was
is
like
hyper
a
fixated. That's why.
yeah, right.
Based on this, but not like asked about the reasoning behind manipulators. Because my interest is in people, and I just hyper fixate on people and personal relations. That makes me think about that. Likes to be devil's advocate. Does like to be devil advocate. College years. Oh, and how was that? True, he is charitable.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, turtle be spending time looking at things and wondering obsessively and categorizing and hyperfixating on how they work.
So Zal is getting moved to E, leaning M.
I'm also fine with that.
Move is trans.
Mhm. No, I don't think smooth is a special.
Move is funny and
Again,
charismatic.
no, but again, you guys are going off of personality symptoms and not this, which is also the result of these personality symptoms. These are symptoms, and the actual cause is these your first cognitive reflexive ability, shit that you're born with. Personality develops later on based off of this.
Put Denny in Conjurer. Kids would told me settling masturbation. Oh, Move is also a whimsical liar.
Hmm.
Everyone in the trans category is funny, smart, brave, kind, thoughtful.
Um, Yak, I think in the way that it explained, you behaviorally start moving towards adjacent categories, or you maintain based off of what you constantly do in life. So what you were born with as a kid is a better explanation for what your primary type is. But the behavior later on in life could explain why you're starting to think more rather than act um, more like you were as a child.
Oh, Ikari asked, because Ikari hasn't seen Hunter x Hunter, I don't think. So he asked which specialist from Hunter x Hunter is most like him, and then we pitched some ideas. So then he brought it up to Momo, who I think is a big Hunter x Hunter fan, and so Momo is
She
still
said
talking about
P2.
it to him since, and it's been like maybe 30, 40 minutes.
She said P2.
Yeah.
and Morena as his like personality is almost like I was like, Jesus Christ, I did not know you have that level of nihilism in you.
And
But
then he asked his
also,
wife about the nihilism thing, and she's talking about that, apparently.
she's still talking about it.
Do I know you, Contra?
What enhancer shows peak like?
Who are all the enhancers?
You have a gaunt. Again, enhancers are very smart, okay? Komugi is like the world's greatest chess player.
Bro, not
She
that
has
sniffling little twerp.
she has never lost in her life, bro. She is undefeated.
Bro, blow your nose, bro. She was pissing me off.
Don't hate on my girl, alright? Don't hate on my girl. Um,
That's me. I'm Komugi. Who's Tompa?
I think I know it. That motherfucker never even discovered men. But seems like a transmuter to me. He's taken the hunter exam 20 years in a
Anyone?
row, never passed, and took it within himself to ruin people's ability to succeed in the exam. Nethro is also an OG, like pure enhancer right there. Smart guy. Dedicated his life in the mountains to train out of pure dedication and action. 10,000 punches every day.
Wait, so am I Komugi then?
Uh, no, you're not Komugi.
Damn, I'm not smart. Look at rending and stop there every time. Huh? Crash Hunter fighting game is not an accurate reflection of the show. Probably not.
No, Justice. They gave those people $100,000 and said make a fighting game. Um,
What do you mean? I look at trending?
hmm,
Oh, trending pages? There's more.
yeah, there's a lot of characters.
Oh.
I don't know. Does pre-give wing? Does pre-give wing? Wing was Gon and Killua's first teacher.
Was he a weirdo or he's a nice guy?
No, he was a nice guy. He's not a weirdo.
I'm winged
He
for
was
sure.
he was adamant about not teaching people because he was like, yeah, I don't know what you are and what you're gonna use this for. So
Oh, he's the one who did the little test, the little leaf thing.
yeah. And he had that little boy that he was teaching Zushi and shit.
App for conjurers.
No, he could do that. I mean, they could do that. Sorry. Oh my God. Um, yeah, they could do that. What's her name? That means they would have to tap into transmutation, but that's fine because it's right there. So they would then have to conjure and change their Nen to have the properties of energy drink that does that. Just like how Bisky had that summon creature thing that girl that would give a massage with the lotion that made you recover from a full night's sleep in 30 minutes.
Got him. Caffeine pills, though? That's
Caffeine
crazy.
pills. Jesus.
I
You,
rest my case.
you probably, you probably smelled them and licked them and, touched them and tasted them enough to be able to conjure it. You got it.
Knuckles?
See, the other thing about Knuckles thing is that
Oh, is it the
one
debt
part of
shit?
it, yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's yak.
I could explain that ability
Something
immediately.
convoluted.
It's not that convoluted,
Bro,
okay? All
that
he
shit
does,
pissed me off. My eyes glazed over every time he was fighting.
okay, so let's say you have 100
Don't
nen in
explain
you,
it to
right?
me. I don't want to
I got
learn.
you. 3 sentences. I got you.
Okay.
You have 100 nen. He lends you 10. If you don't lend the amount of it back, it's going to accrue interest. And if it reaches 100, you go bankrupt.
How do you lend the
And
nen back?
he's tapping into emission. So within the system, when you hit him, you're lending him. So you don't take any damage. Instead, you lend the amount of nen based on how much nen you put into the attack.
Where's the scam part?
But also, if you keep using your nen and your 100 turns into 80, if it reaches 80, then you also go bankrupt and you can't use your ability again or nen ever for
Turtle,
30
you
days.
hush your mouth.
Technically not true. It could just mean she's not interested in it, Turtle.
That's not
Yeah.
my hyperfixation.
Hmm.
Fuse
Now,
enhancer ability
wait.
have something to do with her shrieks and vocal tics. No, my enhancer ability would be motivational. I would get
Hmm.
people to be motivated.
You can enhance your voice thing. You don't need to have it at emission to do that.
A useful
um,
cheerleader, yeah.
useful.
My hyperfixation isn't a skill. It's people. My fixation is personal relations. Remember, it's
That
not
sounds
what
like
you
a
want it to be, pre.
that sounds like a
She has her
3
skin growth
order
and
of
skip
operations to me.
Accutane. For real, I enhance my skin turnover. Get my own Accutane.
Yeah, if you, I would hope you can make I hope you can make Knuckles' ability a little more efficient because he has to tap into emission to lend aura back and forth. And because emission is your opposite category, it's harder for you and less efficient to lend a good amount of aura for your thing to reach bankruptcy faster. So that's the real weakness with his ability.
All right. How about we move to Discord because I need to end the stream. It's about to be 4 p.m. What character is Nicholas? We gotta look at transmuters.
She's a knitter. She's
Stop
a knitter.
it!
Knitter.
Oh my god. She said whatever was innately wrong with me at birth was compounded by my childhood and my personal moral code ethics, but definitely love me in Kurapika and Morena personality rise. She says she also thinks that manipulation would be the nen I could utilize most efficiently as a secondary. She says she thinks I'm in some way similar to Illumi as well. And if she had to vote from other manga, she said I always remind her of Makima because of how I mask. How evil is that paragraph? Rupika is a moody, broody boy.
Walkie slush.
Oh, Jack, thank you for the gifted sub to Zal.
Oh, thank you. I actually was going to do that earlier and then I forgot.
Good, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, yeah.
I keep forgetting about the cooldown. Alright. Maki? Machi. Thank you, yeah. Wait, Nikki is Machi?
Yeah, Machi. She's she uses Nen threads. So she's not a knitter, but she kinda a knitter. She a knitter. But also kinda like the
Nikari got read like a book, read like a manga.
mm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Machi is also that case too.
Don't piss me off.
Machi also the least evil of like the Phantom Troop. Yes, yes. I said least evil, Nikki.
The chatter gave me some websites that I took note of.
Yeah.
Demachi is the least evil in her group of very evil people. Alright, I'm gonna go disassociate in Discord. It's time to move on the wind down party. Thank you, Zal, for making the PowerPoint.
Got you.
And for sitting in the VC and doing all of this with us. I hope you had fun. I had
Oh no,
fun.
that was very fun. That was very fun.
Okay.
Uh,
And
I'll never
thank you
put
for
this right in.
explaining it in a way that was not condescending to my lack of knowledge. I appreciate that.
You are welcome.
Oh, Slim is here. What the hell? Where is Slim go? Wait, I'm already in the Discord. I forgot. I'm right here.
Slim been waiting.
Alright. Just want to remind everyone that I was the first for the summer party. Or were you? And stream didn't split. True. Turtle, thank you for the stream streak. Okay, let me mute myself so I can say my goodbyes in stream. Anyways, hang on. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I have to play some goodbye music. And we gotta roll the credits. My tweam tweak! It's the stream streak! Thanks, Dad, for the stream streak. A screenshot of the spreadsheet? Sure. Yippee! Okay, a recap of today's sleepover. Wow, we did things. We began the stream with my favorite finds. Welcome back, Shadows. We did a show and tell of our favorite finds of 2025, the things that we encountered and liked from 2025. Sorry, Shadows. Shadows has been in and out. It's okay. So I want to say thank you again to everyone who submitted to the Google Forms. I love learning about this stuff, and I'm pretty sure other people like learning about these things too. And now I have a compiled PowerPoint of everyone's 2025 recap as a little memorabilia. We can save this for next year. We did not make Nikki and Nikari's tat because I don't want to draw it on computer. I want to draw it on paper. I don't want to draw it on computer. Turn off the credits now. I didn't do any of the drawing because I don't want to do it on computer. Thank you, Justice. And after that, Cam had a desk set up. Yeah, I could do that. Gonna draw on Discord tonight. How about we just draw it the next time on stream? I'm playing Rivals. Fuck off. What else did we do after my favorite finds? We played a round of Scriblio. I won. We did Gartic Phone. Then we watched a movie. Set it off. I ate dinner. Oh, I worked out. Then I ate more dinner. Then I took a shower. I won. Oh, I played Marvel Rivals. I forgot about that. Hey man, I asked them, do you want to play another game? And nobody said anything. We played a round of Gartic. I won. Short food tour we did. Slim did win Gartic. I think the win-loss was 3 to 5 wins, 3 losses? Something like that. Something to that ratio. What would you conjure, eyes? Watch and get mad about the top 100 most handsome beautiful faces of 2025 video. What the hell? We did get rated back. That was nice. Are we playing tag with the rating? That'd be funny. Oh, she's on. Yeah. That would be funny. Let's do that. I'll just say, Tad, you're it. Yeah, Starlina. Wait, is she ending? Wait, what? What? 5 minutes away from 30 hours? Sorry. Bet that's gonna bother you, huh? That would be a nice milestone. No, I think I would think it'd be so funny if I just ended it right now. 5 minutes. 4 minutes away from 30 hours. That'd be so funny. Let's end it right now. I'm gonna send the raid. Anywho. We got a bunch of gifted subs. I think we're at a 7 accumulated spin count for when we resume Bloodborne. And manipulator vibes. Don't do that to my OCD. Sorry. I live for a little bit of chaos. We could have gone perfect 30 hours, but I guess she's gonna miss out. I guess so. I'm gonna make it as messy as possible too. It's gonna be like 29 minutes and 29 hours, 58 minutes, 23 seconds. Coffee and a cold pill. Okay. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I will be back the next day. I think that will be my New Year's Eve. Oh my god. I'll be back for my New Year's Eve. You had a stream tomorrow? Why would we have a stream tomorrow? What? It's our Monday? Did I write that? That's usually a stream? Yeah, but I just did a sleepover, bro. Let me chill out for a second. It hasn't been 30 hours. For every second she leaves off 30 hours, leave without saying goodbye. Okay, I'll wait right here. Chill out? Chill out? So you hate us. I'll wait right here. What should we do for my New Year's Eve stream? Are we playing Bloodborne? Mean manipulator. Bloodborne blackout. I drink and play Bloodborne. This knees. Trying to stress on New Year's? Fuck it. Drinking goes well with Souls games. Too early. It went away. My pajamas this whole time. I didn't even change. Thank you for attending the sleepover. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And thank you to Zal for making us a PowerPoint in his own free time. I appreciate that. I had fun. It was fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. 30 hours. Hi, Kelson. We did it. What a stream. Next sleepover will probably not be for another... Oh my god, Slim. What if we did a sleepover stream while you were here? Yes or no? 72 hours next? I can say goodbye when I leave VCs. Quite possibly. Wouldn't that be fun? I think that'd be kind of cool. I will not be saying goodbye because she didn't do the 30 hours for a genuine reason. I did! The reason was that I'd like to say goodbye. Okay, and have a good Monday. I will be back on your Tuesday. In the monkey suit. Fuck me. Monkey suit on New Year's Eve, bro? Reading is going crazy in the same room. A pen that blinds people by drawing frowny faces over their actual expression. Workshopping. Ice is deep in thought. Okay, bye! Year of the Monkey. Mm-hmm. What's this year actually? Year of the Monkey? Bye. Bye. See you Tuesday. Thank you everyone for hanging out. And again, thank you so much for participating in the favorite finds. Every time we do an assignment, I always get anxious that no one's going to submit and it's going to be a flop. But everybody always pulls through and it makes me very happy. So thank you. Good night. Goodbye. We're returning the return raid for Starlina.